Tried.
Oh.
Ban all teams that don't take the honorable monkey mirror versus Tama. That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I'm saying. I'm going back to playing Game Garage, respectfully, guys. TVNT is a monkey on him, you've heard? I believe it. I do believe it. This game's grow IQ by 40 points. Cut Thomas up, this will break Diva and Zarya's legs next patch. That would be the type of thing that would happen to me. Diva's broken for a year and a half. I buy into the Diva propaganda. Boom. Hero's dead. Fuck me, bro. It's too many balls. If you're the real hunter, do this IRL. I don't think I'm gonna do that. As a student of Christopher, you will also fall into the Christopher case of signing a dive team for dive to be unplayable for the next 6 months. True. It's never my fault. Bro, why the fuck am I meant to do this? It's too many balls. Fuck. There's too many balls. There's too many balls. There's too many balls. Signing a 20-year-old Korean to patch some holes in the team. I have considered it. I have. Have you tried signing Twilight like the better UK coach? I should get on that. How the fuck are you back on this fuck ass website? What's wrong with the website, bro? Nothing wrong with the website. You're just a hater. Oh, that was a big ball.
I'm back.
There's so many balls left. Surely I can. Welcome back, mate.
And I have lasagna and chippy chips.
With chips? Oh.
Yeah. Let me get.
Nice, mate.
Oh, I'll get it on cam. Here we go. There's the cross section of lasagna as well. Homemade. This is going to be good. It's time to indulge.
Can't be that long till next game, right?
Nope, not long at all.
Rush this shit straight away.
Well, my thing's buffering again. Is yours buffering?
I was playing Game Garage, so I'm not sure, honestly.
Do you hate Mondays? I mean, I do, because I'm normally super tired. Can I ship some to you? Yeah, yeah, no problem. Geekay 3-1 this time, you believe, TVNT? I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be like a VP 3-1 or something.
I could really see Geekay winning this game. I really could.
I don't know if I'm buying it.
I'm such a non-believer of VP and officials. But I am also where they literally beat them last week.
Alright, I'll upload this food.
I have 2 AL players on my fantasy team. I hope they do well tonight.
Just need one good roll from Crispy.
Didn't Crispy get mad points last week?
He did. It was actually a really good roll. Yeah, but
like 60 points, right?
Yeah, Kai and Crispy were both in the top scoring team of, or like the top scorers for the roll.
I mean, that's just a coach gap, no?
Yeah, it certainly seems like a coach gap. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. I mean, if there was a coach of the week spot, you would have. You would have certainly have got that one for sure. Yeah.
I'd like to introduce a coach of the week spot, but I'm the only person eligible to get it. And then when I get relegated, it just sits on unfilled.
Do you think I hit champ in this game? I need your prayers. Do not worry, Spash Shotgun. I believe in you. What food should we eat for dinner? What about lasagna with chippy chips?
That's honestly the thing I hate most about Scotland. There's no good chip shops.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually insane. Like they're all, at least the ones around me, they're all shit.
Many
They're
carbs.
expensive too.
I think the carbs don't count if they're covered in sauce.
Yeah? Is that a dietitian approved statement?
I'm a bit of a self-trained nutritionist, and I don't think they count. Thank you, Ritzy.
Guys, I'm sorry, I'm taking the wig off. I swear it's hurting my head.
Wait, it was a wig? I thought you'd just been growing your hair out.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you guys thought it was Max. I know you thought it was Max. I'm sorry.
Hunter is bold.
That's the takeaway. Where did Hunter go? He went for a break. He'll maybe be back later.
No sauce for the chip, but lasagna is for sauce. In many ways, lasagna is my favourite dip.
The lasagna is the sauce. That should go on a t-shirt. That feels like it should be on a Garfield t-shirt.
I mean, I do eat a lot of lasagna. I do hate Mondays.
What the fuck? Hunter is bald and ugly now? What happened? Guys, be nice. I have feelings.
Don't listen, chat. He's gaslighting you. He doesn't have feelings.
He doesn't have feelings. Remind him about AL again. Chat, 10,000 more AL relegation jokes. Now everyone's calling me sexy. You guys are the best. I appreciate that.
You know what, Jamie? You're the sexiest coach in Masters.
You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, you know, sometimes I go to read out a message and I realize that I just don't have to do that, you know? I don't have to say things. Sometimes they're allowed to just be in chat.
You know what I always get surprised by when I watch other streamers? It's like sometimes they just bamber people. I kind of forget that's like an option, you know? Like, and it's like just sit here and get abused, like.
Backbone is sexy and a good coach. AL are winning it all next stage. Painkiller certified message.
Oh. 8614. Don't listen to the people, Ziad. TVNT believes in you. And if TVNT was believe in you, you have nothing to worry about.
I mean, I should be rooting for like a Geekay sweep, right? Because then our result looks way better. Right? Right? To make this about me?
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah?
Your wife inspires me to actually make food for myself. Made a steak dinner earlier. Now, I'd like to dedicate to her. She's a legend. Thank you, Ikari. Technically, I don't want to be a stickler. I did make this lasagna for her for her birthday, but she does cook all the other meals. So that does feel like a slight dick move. But just so the record shows... just so the record shows, she cooks most of the meals, but this one in particular was me. But I'm glad that we inspired you to cook your own meals.
This guy cannot let it go. He cannot let anyone think that he is not the one to make this lasagna. Oh, great.
I'm just like credit to be, you know, credit where credit is due, you know? Like, that's why we keep bringing up a relegation. You did that, Jamie. Yeah, you made that.
Yeah.
And that was your slow-cooked lasagna.
Just burnt and mouldy at the bottom.
Sure, now everyone has food poisoning, but the important thing is you tried. Yeah. The important thing is you did it yourself.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro, it's so long to a relegation as well. Like, it's actually fucked. Like, it's like 50 days to a relegation.
Thank you, human readable for 21 months. Pedant? Yeah, pedant. You know, I took something nice and I made it about myself, but isn't that what co-streaming is? At the heart, that's what. Is that not what co-streaming is? Just a place for a guy desperate for more attention to get some of that attention he craves. Right? Can we all just?
Alright, I've got a fact for you here, X. Alright, it's less people get relegation than playoffs, so it's harder to achieve. Like, objectively, if you look at the maths, if you get AI on it. If you get some AI on it, it will tell you that less people get relegated than qualify for playoffs, so it has to be more exclusive.
Spilo says I intentionally lean towards the microphone when chewing. This is mainly an eating stream, Spilo. I've been talking to...
Who made the food that you're eating?
And I made this and then a chip shop made for chips.
So your wife had nothing to do with any of the food creation?
But she reheated the lasagna and made the chips, you know?
Oh, she made the chips, so now she works in the chip shop, does she?
Now who's the pedant?
Who won the map 5? Is the Crazy Raccoons T1 prediction still on? I can't see it. I can't see it, but I think the map 5's still ongoing. I've heard they're still in the studio, so maybe that's why the Pred's still there.
Can someone order 30 dumplings? Yeah. What Hunter would do at this juncture is order 30 dumplings if you could muster that. You know what I am going to do, out of respect? I'll send my wife.
Oh, we've got an Oasis! Sorry, not to cut off your respect.
This guy just has no respect for my respect.
I literally don't. A non-Lijiang tower in my EMEA. What's my predictions for this match from Geekay Esports? I'm pretty sure that Geekay Esports are going to win this one. I've got a feeling. I could see it going either way. But if I had to put money on it, I actually think Geekay have got this one. It's Geekay. Do you want me to say it again for your clip? I can say it again for your clip, mate. I got you. But I'm pretty sure that Geekay Esports are going to win this one. Yeah, I think it could go either way, but I feel like Geekay have got it. But also, you say your name wrong. It's Geekay. That's literally how it works. I'm mansplaining your name to you. I love that. I love that from me, actually.
This is just a stream of two pedants who can't let anything go. Can't just let something nice happen for somebody else without being sure it is technically 100% accurate.
Yeah. Can you run the prediction? Surely one of his mods are here to do that job for me. I realise I'm literally a mod in this chat, but I ain't doing that shit.
My wife says, that's so cute. You made her genuinely happy. What a nice comment.
Did she hear the rest of it?
Nope.
Did she hear?
Nope.
No, you didn't tell her about the wife erasure part?
She's met me. She will not be. Maybe disappointed, but not surprised.
Yeah. Disappointed, but never surprised at this point. That's true. How long have you guys been together? No way, there's shock at this. Alright, we're going to get a Kiri ban from VP and the Malga ban response from Geekay, as I've been informed by the official account. Again, makes sense. You should always see it coming when it's Lucio or Kiri ban for the Malga ban response, because it means it's what they want to play. So it should just be a Juno Zarya mirror. But Ice is currently hovering ball. Can we get a sync going?
Yeah, hold on, I'm just very full of lasagna and chips. There's still more to eat, don't worry. I will be eating it.
Who made the lasagna? Did you microwave through it? Anyway, 28, 27.
Oh, okay, I keep going.
25, 24, 23, 22, 21.
Just works.
It just fucking works. Okay, GK are going to get the full control of top, and they just won the fight already. So my Fred is coming in clutch. GG. Go next series. Go NA.
Yep, I think I've seen all I need to see here. Put it in the bag. GK are in the upper bracket finals. It's a GGK. Now it's going to be pretty much no ults to speak of really here, because that fight was over before you know it. Now we're going to have to play retake again. Interesting, we've seen Vendetta's just sort of disappeared out of the meta in a lot of these situations.
I
don't know if...
Yeah, it is because of the Juno brig to an extent, right? Like, it's... The Tracer's, like, really good into this, because every pulse should just be a fight win, almost. But even with some of the Kev's just gonna... I mean, I thought not to go against the Unter party narrative, but that looked like a headshot to me. Okay, but he's just going to get speed ring run down by Ziad after. Good trade back. Still very much in this Geekay. Fixers in the middle of no man's land on point. Ice getting railed in the side by Lubda in connector now. Getting marked by Psycho. Getting some crits of his own onto him. Haku's going to find Psycho. Finn's going to find Fixer. Iceland's going to trade back onto Finn. Flimp's going to go through to VP in the middle of all this somehow, despite the fact that I feel like it was always Geekay favored. But gonna get it back before 10%. So.
Yeah, it's only 9%, but they truly have robbed it to get that 9% there out of that fight. We'll be back in control. Can be a slight Ray advantage for Haku, but maybe more importantly, there's going to be this grab advantage and this override protocol advantage, which means all the fights to start, all the ults to start the fight, are actually in the hands of GK. So Virtus.pro, they can take a little bit of space, but inevitably it has to be probably a disengage lined up somewhere here. Psycho's going to try and find his way through, and that stick just goes through too. No bubble available to save him from that one, so Psycho's found him an opening, but GK about to have ults to turn the fight.
Yeah, a lot of map space on the right side here for VP as well. Ice is really walking up, slamming it on the table right now, taking the entire space. Finn is just throwing. Don't know
Finished.
what the... Hey, nice one, bro. Good. But I don't know where the memo gap was there, because it was a full kite for Geekay, and Finn just decides to go back in on his own. I mean, on the plus side, you at least have 5 ults, but you're giving VP both point flip and time to farm their own to get back into this. So suddenly it actually becomes a little bit scary.
Yeah, good situation for him, and it's going to come a big ult fight very soon, but VP have to be a little bit careful because they don't quite have the support ults yet. Ray comes out from Landon, the Ray will go off, but Landon dies on the way through. Ice is separated from this, and his ult trade is not even remotely close. Little mini comes out from Lubda as well. We'll just take him out of the sky, and that is an easy win, and that wasn't all these extra ults that GK had slightly sooner that they threw into that one. That was just a straight up 2-for-2 ult trade. Lubda just gets the better of the override protocols with the Rays.
Yeah, they haven't seen Ziad creeping up here as well, so unless Ice checks his corners, which...
Like the creeper from Minecraft.
I think. Looking for the grab anyway. Creeper. Oh, man. Grab gonna come up from both sides. Finn gonna get caught in it and gonna use the rally to try to survive. Is on 1 HP, is gonna get traded by Ice.
Get the flip.
Ziad's gonna find Ice in the middle of this. Point Flip's gonna go over to VP crucially in the middle of this. Might actually give them a chance to retouch, but fight's very much gone in DK's favor. Eyes on Psycho to be able to get the touch. Wants to go under because found by Alfie. Might not be able to do it now, honestly.
He's come up top.
How that trade went. Should be fine.
Alfie's blinks out. Yeah, he should be able to get the touch. Ice is coming back on Hazard as well. No ults really to speak of, just pulse bombs apiece for them to try and find. Ice is onto the high ground here. They've secured the touch without Ice, so Ice can try and look for maybe a little bit of a wall off here, a more aggressive push. Fix is going to try and deal with Alpha Yi, who will just preserve his position behind. Now the dive comes in. Zia's going to take a lot of damage. Enough damage that he dies. Psycho pounces on that one. And Ice and Psycho, they managed to nail this one here. Alpha Yi will get cleaned up behind. And now in this swap here, felt like it was mainly a little bit more just to get back quickly from Ice and have a more sort of carry potential. But actually, the Hazard sort of creeped back into the meta here. And Ice and Psycho on this is actually a pretty dangerous duo on Tracer Hazard.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of Ice's best heroes as well, I think. Like, I'd much rather see
probably his best, I reckon, actually.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Like, I'd much rather see him on that than Azaria. And, like Astro said in his interview, it is maybe, like, creeping its head back in a bit. Maybe Peps were right all along before abandoning it. That it does actually have its place in the meta and that it is playable. Like, I mean, we saw it a lot in Korea earlier today as well, right?
Yeah, I think it's quite, especially into the Zarya. It's really good.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't disagree. I think it has a fairly good matchup because you just hit one wall, one good slash, and suddenly the Zarya just gets chunked, and you can really run her down after.
Yeah. Either you punish the Zarya, or at the very least you force all of the bubbles defensively, and then there's not as much to work around here, and the Zarya's just had to sort of take a back step with all of this just to live, and you just get map control.
And especially when you have the Vendetta as well, when you have like the Vendetta like hitting her and like maybe even like booping her back in, it can be really rough for the Zarya to actually escape. Obviously not the case here. I do think the main reason we're seeing Tracer on this map particularly is because it's just Juno Brig Mirror, and both Tracers are just like, I'll just hit the pulses to win the fight, which, Psycho at the very least has been doing so far. Gonna unpause now. Ziad's gonna make the swap over onto D.Va upon seeing the Haz, so clearly agreeing that doesn't really want to play it into the Haz, at least on retake. And it's gonna be a pulse for VP, and not really anything for Geekay. Maybe the whatever the hell this ult is called from Lubda in the late fight.
Override protocol.
Override
Psycho.
protocol.
Psycho on the right hand side. Now remember, no bubbles or Suzu, so if Psycho can stick this pulse bomb, it will stick and actually kill. There it is, onto it, but blocked by Finn. How's he managed to get that one there? Will survive, rotation up to the high ground. Crucial block from Finn. This is last fight. Now they're going to look for a backline swing. Ice has got his eyes on the backline of his own. We're getting close to both Rays, but Ice is going to start taking a pounding in the corner now. Kev's just off angle is going to have to try and do a lot here. Ice back, jumps out. Psycho is onto the backline as well. They shoot him away for now, but low HP is Landon. Ice looking for the backline here, but it's Landon who dies in main. Diva on that one. Override protocol out from both M-Rays. Fixer is low underneath. That's no supports for VP. Kev has to try and do everything with the tail end of this ult, but he just can't find any of it. Ice drops in, he walls himself, he's made himself a nice little house. But there is a Ray on point, a desperation downpour. Finn has a shield, I promise you, but he can't find the angle to block the downpour. It won't make a difference though, and Geekay win the first round.
I mean, both the VP supports die less than 10% off their ults is the real clincher, right? I mean, Ice just, I don't know, maybe he's trying to meet too hard. I'm not entirely sure how the matchup works. I'm not going to sit, literally a relegated coach, guys. But to me, permanently meeting the corner on Diva just gives you the chance to get chunked out, and then you're going to lose all the space, and then the Diva team's going to get the chance to actually convert either the damage on you to a kill or the space created into something else. And I mean, it's kind of exactly what happened. So, why is everyone playing Juno Brig? I mean, Lucio's banned on this one. So maybe the real question is, why are people doing Juno Brig and not Juno Kiri? And the answer to that is, it's good into Diva. Like, if it was just a handshake Zarya mirror, teams would probably play Juno Kiri. But when you've got the Haz swap and you've got the Diva swap, the thing is, like the Haz is also...
Diva Tracer as well, like, really hard for a Juno Kiri backline.
Yeah, and when you've got the Haz swap as well, the Haz is, like, fairly decent into Juno Brig, so it kind of becomes just, like, which one would you rather play into, I think. Because there's a real argument that if you're Geekay, you're actually... Oh, Geekay won the map! FF, go next!
Whoa!
I knew they'd won that one!
GG.
I knew they'd won it.
Well...
GG's. Yeah, I think there's an argument that there's an argument if you're Geekay.
Do not pay for friends. Don't trick the mods, guys. Don't trick the mods. Hold mods. Diamond hands.
I do think there's an argument that if you're Geekay, maybe doing the things that forces Ice onto Diva instead of towards the Haz. But I also feel like you can probably play the Haz in a lot of the comps that you want to play the Diva into as well. Like, it's not terrible, at least depending on the map, right? So maybe the Brig's just safer. I also feel like my perception of how strong Juno Brig is into Haz is skewed because I've just been told for the last 2 months that it's unplayable, but I don't think it's unplayable. And yeah,
unlike
Geekay
Winston, for example.
So. Who's top 1 NA? Who's number 1 seed NA? Please tell me.
That's a famous Diva player, Kellen. That's famous ball player. He plays ball. He plays ball. He plays Diva. He plays Sigma.
And keep going.
Occasionally a bit of Orisa. Yeah.
And?
Bit of Rhine. Yeah, bit of Rhine. He does a bit of Rhine as well.
Yeah. And
Ramarcha. He's done Ramarcha in the past as well. Yeah.
And.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all I can remember.
Cried.
These are the drops you guys are getting right now. Hold out your hands and you will receive these drops.
Are these playoffs? Yeah, these are playoffs. This is game 2 of EMEA playoffs, final game of the day for EMEA. Loving the new tan, thank you, mate.
Rotated Winston. Yeah, it takes 9 hours to rotate this Winston, but they will pivot him.
What?
Look at the 1 hour and the 10 hour redemptions.
Oh, okay. I see, okay.
It will take 9 hours to get Winston to look at us, but he will look.
Hello, Katiata. 15 hours for an esports loot box? Light work, baby.
Are you sorry yet? Thanks, Camel. It has only been 1 round, so there's a maybe a chicken and counting your chickens before they hatch scenario here.
I'm feeling pretty vindicated right now. Feeling pretty vindicated, even though I predicted that VP would win, like before the stream started. See, this is what you gotta do, actually. You gotta make both preds at different points in time, and then whichever one comes true, you just say you meant that one.
Yeah, that was the one I had more belief in.
Oasis
I went
is
Garner
going
over
to round
Haku.
two.
Me too, Yuri. Me too.
Yeah, you might have taken the wrong end of the gamble.
Nope. It's just because they played TM.
Yeah, but if Geekay win this game, suddenly it looks like a better end of the gamble.
Oh yeah, then it's a real big problem, sure, but
but for now,
sure. This is
not
now
quite
just
a problem, yeah.
this is like a reverse slingshot, you know, where they're just more of like a, you know, one of those roller coasters where it's just a massively steep drop.
Yeah.
It's like Alpha U was the one who DC'd here, which means and Finn did as well. So presumably some kind of problem.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Alpha U and Finn in Sheffield as well. Which way round is it? Is it Alpha U and Finn in Sheffield, and then Taejong and Ada in Saudi Arabia? Is that right?
I thought it was the other way round, but maybe I'm wrong. Literally, could be wrong, but...
TVNT says UK internet. He's trying to pin this on the British.
You know what? I'll take blame for it. It's relegated coach internet. What can you do?
Yeah, they are
right,
in the UK. This one's on us.
Diva roll out here
This
from
one's on
Ice
us.
this time. Not. I'm a bit curious why you'd roll out the Diva and not either on the Haz or the Zarya. I guess you know that the Juno Ilari's coming, and you know you've won the scouting game on that front, so you're just playing it for that.
W scout.
But I feel like the problem always is for this is that you always end up just in a counter swap game, but if you win the first fight on something like Koth, you're probably fairly happy with getting counter swapped on the retake, especially on this point.
Yeah, last time we saw this, they played out on Runasapi against Twisted Minds, and the big problem was Ice and Psycho didn't look very scary on the backline, and it feels like the problem on this first fight is they didn't look very scary for the backline. Haku and Finn should be under tremendous scrutiny, but they're actually under not too much scrutiny at all. Kev will find a trade here, so still trying to make a go of it, but a high energy Zarya on the point should just be too much for him to deal with. These bubbles are being used defensively to ensure no trades, and now Ziad can just smother Kev at the choke here, force him all the way out.
Yeah, bit unsure how Diva DMEC is the first part of the fight that happens. Gotta feel pretty hard because presumably Ziad didn't really have any energy at the time either. There wasn't really any real pressure on point from Geekay either, so like a forced engage from BP gone wrong, I guess. But now you're in a really rough spot, especially when it's city center. You've got the tracer from Alpha Yi to touch point, and yeah, Ziad's 80 to grab already. And yeah, now obviously as well, because of the trades that VP did get, Finn's had the opportunity to go over to Brig. And now you're just ultra screwed on comp, right? You've counter comped them for first fight, and now you're counter comped and don't have point control and don't have ult advantage. How win?
They're trying to clean the point off now. They're trying to force Alpha E back as Ziad is on the high ground. So they want to bait Ziad to drop and then maybe a chance to kill backline. Psycho's found a kill though, so kind of out of nothing now, but Ziad's getting very close. Alpha E's going to put his pulse bomb exactly between the two enemy players, then die, which is not really how you play. Finn's going to find a trait onto Psycho though, and GK do still have control of point, but an E from Ice! He was above it, then he shuts him down! That's how you do it! They force it, they pull GK into different positions. Psycho found a crucial opening, and then once they all come to the floor, heads up play from Ice, eyes on the grab, and he's also hungry. Like a cat on Monday who wants some lasagna and some chippy chips.
Who made the lasagna?
Ice did.
Okay. Suddenly looking really good for VP. 5 ults, really hard point to get the flip into the Diva and the Tracer. Geekay gonna opt to take right side and look to pressure point from there, but again, it should be really hard to ever actually clear this Diva and Tracer off. As long as we don't get DMEC early here, don't die early trying to fight for nothing. This is fine, but let's just fly above when it's time. Alfie going in, trying to get the one clip onto Kev, isn't going to find anything, going to get his recall force. Might actually die on the way out here if he's not careful. Override protocol here from Libda to try and open up. Kev's going to respond.
Both just throwing it down at the ground here. Ray comes out from Haku to keep this push going. Lander's going to respond with the Ray, but Lubta wins this duel again. He's been pretty consistent for it as well. Ice will force Lubta away with that tail end. The Rays are still being traded. Fixer with a rally now. Finn will match that one. Bash has come out. Ice looks for the backline here. Flies past, but Fixer's just getting a beating up in main. Ziad's turn and help deal with that Diva and Tracer as well. So they will win this Ray rally fight by a pretty sizable margin, but it already stems, I think, from Lubta winning that Override Protocol duel in the air again. I think that's 2 in a row now, where him and Kev have gone head-to-head, and Lubta's come out on top.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the reality of having the extra 4 or 5 seconds of the damage at the end, and the M-Ray like leading into the end of the fight.
And then you land on high ground too, and it's just...
Yeah. You become like unclearable as well, really, like, really, really rough. Now, again, I'm going to say for the 3rd time in a row, but this point should be really hard to clear and flip, but surely not another 3rd retake in a row. on the hardest point in the game to actually do it. Alfie just gonna be chilling on point, not giving early progress for free, but VP gonna be playing to clear him earlier here again, so he's gotta be careful of getting his shit forced too early.
Bubble comes out to help him touch as his recall has been used, because he was going for an aggressive play. He's actually built Bernie's cooldowns quite early. Fixer's awfully low, and this might be Fixer in the biggest trouble. We want 80s to block for damage, but Seed's dropped. They're pushing. He's dealt with this, and now Alfie on the backline has one more recall. He is hunting down his Juno. Landon's got no chance in that one. Bomb on point will not be forcing it, and they don't even get the touch, and it will be Geekay, as it was foretold.
Kev dead, but who cares? Let's talk about ice. True. True. Yeah, I mean, good start for Geekay. I do think the current meta, like in Koth, it can be really easy to have it run away from you, but that isn't even really the feeling I got from that. It was like very back and forth, a lot of small little mistakes on both sides, making it easier for the other. So I don't know if I'm seeing VP of frauds in chat. Don't know if we need to go that far yet. It's worth mentioning that VP, like in current meta, are definitely gonna be at their strongest when, like, last game against Geekay on the map 4 in Sorvasa, where they get to play the Mauga to D.Va swap game. That's when their theory looks strongest. I think that's when they should be most comfortable. But the unfortunate reality of that is that you're always like 2 or 3 maps away from it at the start of the series because it can be banned out. So realistically, I think for VP, you have to win one Zarya, like one non-Mauga map, right? And you should feel fairly comfortable to win the series, is the way that I see it. But obviously, you didn't win the first non-Mauga map.
Thank you, Camel, for the 5 community gifted. Congratulations to everyone who got one there. Thank you very much, Camel. Seems like it's going to be a very beneficial for my back pocket if GK keep this up. Yeah, TVNT's changed his prediction from a 3-1 GK to a 3-0 GK. And TVNT has informed me that VP will get top 4 though.
VP will get top 4.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be a hot take. Got to be a hot take.
What's happening to VP? I'm scared as a VP fan. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. That was a bit of a weird map, right? It didn't feel like there was anything VP was doing. They were like, VP had some moments, right? Some of these free retakes through Psycho and all of that. Felt like they lost the swap game a little bit on City Center. But even then, it still felt even, right? It's just the ult fights they lose on these override protocol trades. They lose like that rally raid trade, and this just feels like better macro, right?
Yeah, I think Geekay just played better. Like, it's the long and short of it, right? They were just the better team. I think on City Center, you look at the comps first fight, like that's such a blatant advantage for VP, I think, right? Like, you get the high ground, you have the D.Va Tracer versus like a Lari Juno. It should just be over almost if converted properly. So to then lose that fight, it makes the rest of the round really rough because you're constantly going to be behind on the counter swap. You're behind on point and ults and everything at that point. But who knows? We will see. Give it time, okay? There's always time. I mean, this is looking great for anyone's Legends Power rankings. Not to make it about me again.
Wait, did someone ask who cooked for lasagna? It was me. I made that yesterday.
Does anyone know if X was talking about microwave rice, like the pouches earlier, or not? Any knowers?
Nope. So it's a tub, right? It's a tub. You put the water, you put the rice in, you put it in the microwave. Right? It's not a pouch, it's no. Like a pouch. You have to bring your own rice to the tub. It's a bring your own rice situation, a BYOR. BYOR. TVNT giving us some background here, saying, in his opinion, he thinks Alcad have actually looked the strongest in scrims recently out of the 3.
That's what I said.
How do you cook said rice? So you put the rice in the tub with the water after washing the rice, of course. Then you put it into the microwave for the specified time. It comes out and you've got lovely, perfectly cooked rice. Make it a right cooker. It just does it for you. But this just does it for me. I just put the rice in a thing, press a button, and I get rice out. I feel like that does the same job as a rice cooker.
Doing it in the pot, is that not it just doing it for you?
Yeah, but there's no like... there's no longer cook time.
Method?
Huh?
Is it just the length? Is that the only difference that...
Can I buy you a rice cooker? I don't need a rice cooker.
Can you buy me a rice cooker, whoever's offering, please? I'll take a rice cooker or an air
Jamie
fryer.
would like a rice cooker. I have his address as well. If anyone's planning to do it, just I'll whisper you his address.
Han Binston, thank you for the gifted tier 1 to Kidney Cell. Appreciate you, go.
Rice cookers are mad cheap.
They're mad cheap. You'll be really fine to buy one for me.
Jamie can get a rice cooker when his team make it to playoffs. It's been a while since we brought it up. Thank you for bringing it back tonight, Yuri.
Okay, Runasapi, map pick from VP. They're going to give first man over to Geekay. Geekay are going to ban the Juno, presumably making the Malga impossible to play, at least according to VP theory. And then it's going to be a Pharah response ban from VP. I'm not entirely sure what the logic is on that. I don't know if you... I mean... Geekay do like Alfie loves a bit of Pharah, he's a good Pharah, so maybe it's just not letting them do that, just wanting to take a pure Zarya Ven mirror is the thinking, or Zarya Tracer maybe at this point. Not entirely sure on that.
Yeah,
I presume it's just going to be
like they want to play Zarya. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think VP, I mean, you have to be comfortable to play a bit of the Zarya versus Zarya in current meta. If not, you're literally relegation. Like, the two teams that didn't play any Zarya both got relegated. So my advice would be to play some Zarya. But yeah, I think
more
that's
insight from our man on the inside. TVNT says this is GK's best map. So VP might have fallen into a blunder. If only VP had a shot. Oh, if only VP had a way to scrim GK to know more about this. I mean, to be fair, they had each other first game, so they actually probably wouldn't have scrimmed anyway. But yeah, this is a bit of a weird one though, because this is one where I really look at it and go, "Where the hell is Ven?"
Yeah, I do think she's kind of just been edged out by Tracer at this point. It's like a comfort thing, I think, to an extent as well. I think the Ven is starting to become harder as teams are getting better, and I also think if you look at the people playing Ven, they're all just better at Tracer than they are at Ven. Like, none of them are particularly comfortable with the Vendetta, I think, so might as well just play the Tracer edging Vendetta. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Anyway, first fight, Alfie's gonna die, Fix is gonna die, Ziad's gonna die. Looks like a VP sweep. They are back.
They're so back. Just yeah, just kind of just killing Finn before the fight is always gonna help go a long way in that one here. Not quite sure how Finn ends up dying in that situation. Right at the start of the fight, full cooldowns, everything like this. But, you know, I can't argue with what I just saw. Going to beat a first fight for VP, a chance to get it onto the corner, and a red chance on a clean front foot. Going to be no real ults to speak of. Override protocols are halfway there apiece. But now we'll just be meeting on the corner. A few bubble trades here, but wouldn't be surprised if this one just starts relatively slow and we wait until these override protocols are online.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to be willing to play slow here, either till the override protocol or Landon has a good advantage on the Kitsu as well. Actually, first off, looking to come up, that isn't a false one, let's be real. And we're going to go for another pause, out of respect. Just so we can properly fight plan this fight, because
blaming
the
this
admins
one
do
on,
not enforce
blaming this one on UK internet as well. Is it our infrastructure in question?
Which Tracer major perk are pros taking? I think on some maps people take the health pack one still, but I think for the most part these days it's I think most are leaning more towards the 20 extra bullets and over health, but I do think it's like a bit map dependent from what I see.
Yeah, I think for the most part, yeah. I think maybe on Havana I've seen a few more Tracers doing the blink distance one, just because it's like a it's a real big map.
I think Taejong's the only one who takes the blink distance.
Oh really? Okay.
I can't remember seeing anyone else do it, and I'm not even convinced.
It's not too, yeah, I guess
it wasn't a mistake.
Probably seen more Genjis on that map anyway, but yeah.
Top Dragon did a whole video on it. That's why he's the GOAT. I heard he qualified for playoffs. I don't know if that's true, but did more than I could, so must be.
Sunjin picked it. Sunjin is normally an innovator. Sunjin picks whatever perk nobody else is picking. He's just a contrarian.
Sunjin was doing it for a while, but he packed it in, so he's literally given up.
Free thinker, yeah. I think Sunjin was the first one to use the melee perk when it was still actually when no one else was.
When you had the
what was it?
I mean, the melee perk's like so fun and clip dumpy actually. Anyways, we're going back into here. Landon, 15 off this Kitsu. He would have been sure to have let his team know it during this break, so I assume we're playing for that at this point.
He's done the math with AI.
Nothing to speak of. for other teams. We have got the override protocols coming in, but we should be able to press the security advantage soon. It's first ult of the map, so we should always know we have the advantage, which is why you will see VP walking up and presumably pressing Q.
Thank you very much. Pulse Bomb. Suzu's good, though. What a great Suzu from Landon there. Gets Kev out of that one as he jumps through. Now deny the Pulse Bomb and they can turn onto his Tracer as well. Thank you, Flat Neko Cats, for the tier 1 as well. Welcome, welcome. But will be a swing of this Kitsu, and they do get a late kill onto Haku as well, so that should be checkpoint and maybe even a little more.
Yeah, Psycho on this high ground with the Pulse as well. See if he can force Finn to make a similar cleanse. Override protocol for both sides. Presume that that's going to be the first ults we see. Alfie hiding on the left here. Don't know if he's been spotted yet.
I hope he's pretending to be a tire right now.
Yeah, he was. Kitsu out from now in the middle of this. Ice has fallen deadly low, but Kev's going to find Finn in the middle of this in his own Kitsu. Both Emery's going to drop, neither are quite going to be able to finish with the other. Alfie's going to come and get the job done. Both Drakes are going to get the job done out of respect for their Emery player. Ziad's going to get a trade onto Landon. Both Zaryas are alive. Bubble onto Alfie is good, but support and Zarya versus Tracer Zarya with a split like this, probably going VP's way. Get a couple extra meters before backing up. Nope, Ice is too bitch made for it. Backed up early.
Thank you very much, Toaster Overwatch, for 8 months. Oh, sorry, for 15 months at tier 3. We've actually, you won't believe this, Toaster Overwatch, we've been talking about you all day. Some people say you are not an essential kitchen appliance, but do not worry, you are essential. Suzu and Bubble is going to get Ziad out of this grab pulse combo, and now Ziad can go for a grab of his own. Beat comes through to try and save Ice right now. Victor's trying to mark for Tracer. Will get stuck. That's not marking. Alpha Yi will take him down. Now there's an opening for Virtus.pro to push forward with. Now, they aren't getting traded though, and Ice is just going to full beam them down there. Makes all the difference, and Ziad's just going to get taken out as well. I thought there was an opening there. Obviously, Alfie gives him the first pick, but Ice just with the push afterwards deletes them.
Yeah, Ziad, someone in chat has astutely pointed out, gained HP after getting grabbed and pulsed. So some kind of tomfoolery going on there. Going to be a Kitsu advantage again for Landon because of this earlier desync. Probably really happy to use it here. Also, probably wouldn't hate keeping it since you're not really going to force anything, but winning the fight is always good. Little Tracer 1v1 on the side here being helped by Fixer, dishonoring the duel. Bit hard to force the Kitsu push here, but it looks like they might be giving it a go. Walking up now, taking the space. Let's see if Geekay give it enough respect or if Ziad's going to end up getting run over. Enough respect for now. Very respectful game we got going on here.
Just right clicks being exchanged so everyone can get a grab. Kitsune rush from Landon, attempted kite now. TP out from Finn. They're going to have a little push forward, see what they can find. They'll sort of cook Ziad to about half with that microwave, but just meters to be gained for the most part. But VP are sitting pretty in this position. Finn's about to have Kitsune rush to push back with, but if they're not careful, Ice might actually have a grab to counter it out.
Yeah, going to be pushing forward now. No, not quite have the Kitsu yet. Going to pop it now. Love just falling low in the back though. Needs some support. Psycho's going to get his recall force. Ice is going to get run down. Not respecting it enough. But honestly, if you're VP, not the end of the world. You used your Kitsu for their Kitsu and ended up getting 30 meters effectively. So fairly happy. Maybe don't lose the fight the way you did, but it is what it is. And we're going to go to another pause out of respect so we can get a good ult plan going. And we're instantly
immediate unpause. We're so back. Just a little back, just a little breather there. Oh, no pause again. All right, stop breathing. No breathing during the pause.
These admins are so, like, the pauses are so cooked with the admins sometimes. I remember during our Geekay game on Esperanca at one point, they're calling for a pause for like 20 seconds, so naturally we say, oh, push, and Andep kills like 3 people. It's like during the Kai clip on Esperanca, like they're screaming for a pause, and you just get a fight win because the pause is so delayed. It's so nice. So nice for the team that's not having the issues. Was it 117 meters? I think it was 117 meters to zero,
I was holding my breath, and then I was trying, and then someone wrote CX dead, and it got me. I mean, I was pretty close to breaking, but the CX dead sent me.
Yes, guys, AL is still relegated. Thank you for that.
Fuck, my eyes are watering. Oh god. I think you need to breathe. Again, I'm a bit of a, you know, sort of taught myself how to be a doctor, but I think you need to breathe after my own research.
Everyone who's ever taken a breath has ended up dying.
True.
100% of the people who died have taken breaths before.
God, briefing's good.
Under,
I'm into
right
it.
Here.
All right. Well, good map too, everyone.
The series is cooked.
It's been a real stop and start one, but you know what? Between all the pauses, it's actually a pretty good game. Why are you so red? I was trying to hold my breath during the pause.
I feel like this is another moment of your wife wouldn't be surprised.
Do not. Do not try this at home.
Onto the protocol.
Oh wow, that's huge from Psycho.
That is a huge fight swing on an already dominant map for VP, so it's not really going to change much, I guess. It's going to get rid of any chance that Geekay really had to get back into this, but let's be real, the chances of that were fairly small anyway, and we're going back to Geekay's side of them.
Yeah, great situation for Virtus.pro to find themselves in here. Now, thank you Takatai as well for all the 6-7 bits with every hack you dead. Thank you very much. It's going to be Grav versus Grav, Beat versus Beat. Pulse bomb to combo with for Alpha Yi, so an advantage in that sense, but the override protocol might actually be more impactful. Potential to force out an early beat or allow him to start a fight while still remaining quite split, making Ziad's Grav a little bit harder.
Yeah, so they're
he's got Kev.
Cleanse is good. Beat's good on top. Grab responsing to Ziad. The pulse from Alfie is actually required to kill Kev in the end. The grab onto Ice though, the grab from Ice isn't enough, and he's going to get run down after as well. And it's actually going to be a fairly nice fight win for Geekay. Like fairly even odds used.
It's a great grab, really, I think, for Ziad. Because if he doesn't get the Emre in that, then Kev is dropping the override protocol. Then all of a sudden, Geekay are taking more damage in Ice's grab. It's harder for them to follow up on Ziad's grab because of all of that. But because Kev is stuck in it, and then stuck afterwards as well, he gets no chance to use that ult. It's not the end of the world, though, because now Kev has it to fight on mid here. Gonna have to be a disengaged. Lub's going to get a bubble, actually, which means he can just beam Kev down. This is stop getting Kev peak that much, actually. They're going to try and find some exit damage onto the Zarya. Half HP for Ziad. Ice will try and walk forward to capitalize on that. They've got a Kitsune rush if they want to keep going, but looks like Geekay might have found their way all the way out. No! Haku dead!
Yeah, not what you want, and now you don't have a speed, so you're going to get slowly run down by the rest of VP. Could be more than just a Haku dead here. But no, VP, not quite got the cojones for it, not going to do the full chase down, just going to slowly move with Cart. They have the Kitsune, so does Finn. Override protocol coming up for Lubdu as well. Landon's going to use his on Alfie's dive. Response from Finn. Ice is just dead. Oh. How is Ice dead?
Yeah, if you need trades, it kind of similar to what we saw in Oasis, right? And it would be a fairly even ult trade, but just within the course of that ult trade, Geekay seemed to find a better cooldown trade amongst all of that. Similar situation here, just 1 for 1. So that's a good result for Geekay. They're going to have an override protocol advantage for this next fight as well. Beat and Grav all a little bit sooner. This is probably the big window for Geekay to actually win multiple fights in a row if they can avoid trades and get serious meters on the board. The override protocol is going to force the TP. They are all inside this room. Should be incredible damage here. Landon is low, looking for the finish. Defensive bubble comes out. Psycho actually finds a trade. Ice will find a second trade onto the Zarya nonetheless. At a certain point, it's just a 3v3. 2 players left now, actually. Ice, low HP, but bubbles himself. Psycho comes in. Oh, it's really cool. Gets Haku. Alpha, you'll finish off Ice. 2v1. Geekay will win the fight, but not really clean enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's clean enough ult-wise at least, right? You do only end up committing the override. So you're coming back with decent enough ults for you to feel like you have a chance going into the future fights on the side of the map. But the problem is, VP, just going to push the cart back up. They're going to be 5 first. Both grabs are online. Beat advantage for Geekay should give them the advantage in that trade. Let's see if Psycho can hit another magic pulse onto somebody to drastically swing that. But it's going to be slow and steady for both teams here. Onus is on Geekay. Literally on them right now.
Yeah, and it's on Geekay right now. They have a narrow bit advantage, but I don't know if they'll be technically aware of it in this point. It's going to be a grab out from Ziad here, and he's missed everybody. Ice now has a free grab attempt of his own. Haku is going to die without using the beat as well. Bad to worse. Fixer will not beat either, given how advantaged they are in this situation. And what slim hope Geekay had of overturning this deficit might just end with that missed grab.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Landon coming up on the kids, so you've got the three of the other ults up for VP. You obviously still have the beat, since it's a Haku dead moment. But again, we're going back onto Geekay's side of the map. Not where you want to be using your own ults when you're in a 100 meter deficit. Alfie's going to try and stop the cart a bit early, but
it's actually just going to be the go signal for Kev to go in with the override protocol.
Psycho on the backline here causing problems, and this override protocol's forced everyone to deep, which has left Ziad out in the open. Finn won't make it out either, and now it looks a lot more likely to finish with a full cap more than anything else. Haku has the beat coming back to try and keep Geekay alive, but if Ice can connect for Grav here, it might just be too much.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they're getting a couple extra meters pushed here. Early grab here onto Ziad. Alfie's behind. Beat's going to be forced out from Haku. I feel like he can hold on to that for a while now, I think about it. Alfie's going in, going to force the cleanse. Beat in over the top of Fixer onto Finn's Kitsu. Just carnage in the middle of the point. No one's really falling low yet except Finn. Stick from Alfie is good onto Kev. Maybe gives him a chance here, actually. Supports from VP look like they're split top right away from their backline. Maybe punishable there. Both traces kind of just rolling and trolling. Landing, we're going to go for a cleanse in the middle. Going to get traded, but so is Finn. Alfie falling low in the middle of this now too. It looks like Geekay will be getting the better of these trades, but it's an expensive fight, and economy wise, you're probably happier being VP going forward into what is either last fight or the first of the last 4 fights.
Yeah, Landon had Kitsune Rush for most of that fight, but after they lost Kev to that Pulse Bomb, didn't choose to win it on that moment, just takes the ult advantage into this next fight. Lupton might actually have an override protocol in time, though, which will make it more of an even situation, but again, Geekay, the onus is on them. The Pulse Bomb here this time will be blocked. Suzu or a bubble, something protected them. Now a Kitsune Rush push out from Landon. Override protocol. Lupton needs kills and needs kills with it quick. Ziad has taken an absolute beating. Ice is trying to avoid a lot of that damage, but Ice won't stop going forward. They're just looking for trades. Landon's low behind. Kev has found that trade. Kev has found a second trade. At a certain point, Kev will just be winning the fight. Psycho and Landon are going to get a piece here. They have to stay on cart. It is Alpha Yi versus the world. He's running, but there's no way out. There's no way to turn it. And a dominant second map for Virtus.pro brings him right back into this series.
Yeah. And to be fair to Ice, it might look like he was running it last fight, because he was, but the running it gave the space to the rest of EP to actually go wide and get the kill. So it's not terrible from him, okay? Yeah, sacrifice Gambit, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I swear, like, this mirror comp is so rough once you're behind, actually. It's the same on COD. It's like I said in the last series on the push. Like, once you get behind, if you just lose a couple of the fights and then you end up on this mirror, it feels so hard to break the serve. If we go to tennis theory, like, it feels so hard to break the ult disadvantage a lot of the time. Like, one of the only times we really saw it this map was Psycho hitting that pulse. Oh, that okay, too, yeah. As well, yeah, right? We got the miss grab from Ziad, and then also
like an unforced error, basically.
Psycho hitting the pulse.
Yeah.
Like this pulse here, right? Like, these were the only 2 big ones, and other than that, it was just like a couple fights lost in a row from Geekay put them in this hole because of the way the game mode works, right? They get put in the hole for the rest of the map. So yeah, it's a rough one. It's an easy one to have happen. I don't think it means much. I don't think it should be like, oh, this is an easy VP sweep for the rest of the series. It looks like he lagged there, to be fair to Ziad. Like, looking at that grab, it genuinely looks like he lagged. So could be a lag gap.
All right, I'm gonna grab a drink before this next one. But all to play for.
Yeah, game's really on. Why did they highlight that? What, the grab? You gotta show the lowlights too. I mean, I suppose that's literally not a highlight at that point, it's a lowlight, but shut up. Fuck you, bro. Or where can I do this? Please tell me. The fuck is Meeblings 2? Oh my god, Meeblings is such a good game actually. Good shout. Good shout. I genuinely feel like I'm like 8 years old again. I'm literally hopping on Meeblings 2. I genuinely used to play this when I was a kid. I'm not even kidding. Zero kidding detected. Oh wait, I did it wrong. You gotta do this Donny first, and then you do this Donny. Kill backbone? That's not very nice. She makes him float, and then you do this Donny. It's just that easy, it's just that easy. Are you stuck, mate? There you go. You fuck with cut the rope? I'll fuck with cut the rope. That's where you first started thinking, shut up. Meeblings 2 coach. I can hit some coaching up on Meeblings 2. Oh, Shiba.
I'm back.
Frivs? I have no idea what that is. Welcome back, mate.
Lizard welding?
I literally haven't been looking. I've been playing Meeblings 2, respectfully.
Say again?
I haven't been looking. I've been playing Meeblings 2, respectfully.
Oh, I see. Hold on, I'm just adjusting my lighting. Well, the light is too bright.
Fuck, how do I do this one? Alright, yeah, Blizzard World first ban VP Alari, second ban Geekay Cole Cassidy. So presumably
Cassidy.
the Malga comp's open. I know that VP like playing it with the Cass, so maybe that's part of the thinking of that. I'm not sure. I don't think this is a map that VP particularly want to play the Malga comp on. I think if they did, they would have done the Lucio ban, which is the one I think they haven't done yet. I think they did Kiri ban early. Then I think they'd have done that, but I don't know if this is particularly a map that they want to play that comp on. But yeah, what's wrong with this?
Someone get this over to. I don't know if anyone can add it to Jamie's chat because it's an Hunters, but it's CX dead. it's just me looking very red, trying not to breathe.
Alright, it's gonna be a scout from VP. I assume they're just gonna end up Zarya mirroring, maybe playing. The Haz is the only other thing I could see being viable. But yeah, it feels a bit rough to maybe have a ban situation where you're allowed to play Malga, but then not actually being able to do it because you ban the Alari. But I mean, I understand that if you don't ban the Alari, I mean, surely Alari isn't scary with a Haku Finn backline.
Yeah, no, it feels like we're kind of just going to sort of handshake the mirror here, really, even though there's probably a few more World Comps available on this.
Just ban the Lucio and play the Malga. Surely. Even if it's a bad man, surely you can just do it. If they're on Juno Brig. I mean, they'll play Juno Kiri, I guess. Okay. Anyway, Ziad's going to find Fixer in the middle of all this. Kev's going to be forced to run away now. Actually, never mind, turning back around because Ice is with him, standing his ground. But should be possible for Geekay to continue the cleanup here. Then again, VP have full stabilized, full HP in this room. Ice is full charge still. Not easy to do. Kev is going to die to Alfie on the back end though. Ice is going to get a trade onto Haku, but it's just going to be a minute gone and a fight lost.
Yeah, they're going to get one trade, but it's only onto the Lucio, so Lucio will be back in no time at all, and they'll be able to continue the hold here. And it will just be, kind of like a lot of GK series have been, some kind of just Zarya to the death until something gives for one of the teams. So good start for GK, they'll have a slightly quicker Kitsune rush, and Finn's going to kill Kevster. So more time off the clock.
Yeah, not a great situation to be in. But it's literally how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Ult-wise, nothing really big to speak about. Slight Kitsu advantage for Geekay, slight grab advantage for Geekay. That would be expected as the team that is winning. But it's just gonna be a neutral, at least for the start of this. Actually, never mind. Both carries have Kitsu. Gonna expect an early Kitsu push here, probably from either side.
Yeah, Override Protocol's coming up soon. Ziad with a slight grab advantage depending how deep the fight goes. Bubble Swing comes out, Kitsune rush straight now. Ice is going to get that second bubble timing on. Alfie is behind with a Pulse Bomb. Suzu has been used, but all the cooldowns will be coming back quicker, so still tricky to thread the needle with a Pulse Bomb. Kev has found Lubda a significant advantage now. Suzu onto Ice to keep him alive. Alfie doesn't go for the Pulse Bomb attempt here. Ice is just tanking everything there. Ziad will eventually fall. Override Protocol in the end from Kevster, up just a few % earlier. I think they were winning that trade anyway on the Kitsune rush, but the Override Protocol makes absolutely sure they do.
Yeah, I mean, as the attacking team, you can be a lot more willing to commit an ult to perhaps something that's already won. It feels less bad than if you're the defending team and do that, right? Because at least you've got the time bank from actually getting the cap to rebuild your ult economy. But yeah, hindsight probably not needed. Not too bad in the end though. Geekay, I assume they're going to get some kind of close hold here though. Start their ult cycle. Look for maybe like an early grab or maybe even an early override protocol of their own. But right now they're just chilling on a tube. No intent to walk forward.
Yeah, getting told there's a lot of problems with the servers at the moment, hence all the pauses, hence all of the lags, which is maybe causing some of these funkier moments here. Astro's blaming this for his bad score, but maybe that's post-cope. We'll see. Either way, though, going to be on to the second point now. Traces will meet over this. Psycho has control of the Mega now, so Alfie will back it up. Just really on the free push until we get to this corner. Is it only in the UK? Bloody UK. Can we blame Keir Starmer for this?
I'm fading into existence. Thank you, Keir Starmer. Nice Diet Coke pop. Alfie's gonna get his recall forced by Psycho underneath. Override Protocol out here now from Lubda. Just gonna be a DP from VP. Don't know if there's gonna be anything to be done. I would like to request Keir Starmer to phase me back into existence though.
The reform got me. Hashtag green. Everyone just tough being in the UK. It's alright, Quartz. Keir Starmer's aware of the issue and he's working on it himself as we speak.
Keir Starmer's aware of the
issue. We need to get better. We need to get more internet stability. It's going to be, oh my god, Brave Beat from Haku and all of that. They'll all get in to try and survive. For Suzu's nicely timed after it from Finn, and Ice will get punished. Well managed beat and cooldown there to stop Ice getting any value out of that, and BP will be repelled on this one, and still not very far through this Blizzard World second point considering they're down to 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, at least you got the ult economy swinging in your way a little bit, but even then, Geekay have managed it fairly well, right? They're not that far off of their next override protocol. They have the Kitsu just coming online. Alfie sitting here, don't know what you're going to do here if you get spotted. Like, there's no pulse timing here either.
He's pretending to be a barrel.
But if Landon TP's away, suddenly it's doable, and Kev just catches it. Out of respect. Kev just catches it. If that's me, that doesn't hit, by the way. Like, respectfully, if that's me, that does not hit. But it does hit. Oh. Gets you out. Grab both supports.
Big grab. Fixer grab. Oh, Fixer beats just to try and live that one, and they will live that one now. Fixer's actually been booped down from the high ground here as GK try and take that position. Fixer's trying to get back up, but VP, they're all stuck on the low ground. GK gonna drop to meet him though, but Kev will blow up Ziad there. Full heavy round hit, and now Kev should just be able to play clean up on the point. GK gonna have to play for a retake and a recontest.
Pardon me, but it should be a fairly nice retake. Like, they have the override protocol going in. There's nowhere for VP to really hide. Like, even if you go into these bottom rooms, it's not impossible for Geekay to continue the chase in there. It might be best served just trying to man up and fight it here. Lubda is going to pop it. Can we make sure we get a touch? Yes, thank you very much. Let's see what he can get done with this. It is going to force Kev back. Kev's actually just manning up, is fighting it. Cheers, Kev. The rest of VP are going to deep peek, and we've actually done nothing with it. Just reset the
Yeah,
position.
it's got him space at least, so now it's more of an even hold. They have to be a little bit careful because Psycho is in position behind with a pulse bomb and Ice is very close in his grav. Hacker will have the beat first though, so decision if they just hold in this beat to try and counter out the oncoming grav or if they try and make a first move. It's a first move, they are all over Ice. Ice is very low, full pocket onto him. Not enough though, they will get the kill out of that one here. We'll play for a few trades if they can, but no doing. 20 seconds left and while they have grav advantage VP, this time is really horrendous for him to work with and Psycho's getting marked behind. It's a 1v2. Psycho's dead.
Yeah, it's actually just no touch, I think. Really hard to see a world where they get the touch here. Fix is going under, but it's just in front of them all. Good TP cleanse from Landon to try and make it possible, but I don't know. It's not a bad push, you know. It is Blizzard World. Getting it to the end of second isn't bad, but you don't feel too good about it either, you know.
No, I think. Oh, thank you, Matos Play for the 5 billion viewer raid. Welcome. Lucio Diff. Yeah, I mean, Fixer felt like he was holding that beat for a while as well, right? Hacker will be dropping... Yeah, a real healing gap on Fixer. 6-1 for Psycho despite all that, but... Yeah, 11-2 for Lubda. Not a huge amount in it, but GK do just feel like a little bit in control of a lot of these ult trades more often than not.
Yeah, I agree. I have a black moldy hole in my head right now that I'm trying to fix, so feel free to keep it going, mate.
A black moldy hole?
You heard what I said.
Any doctors in the house? Any doctors? Self-taught doctors fine as well. Just don't let them take you down a peg just because you taught yourself medicine. One of those things you can just learn. Don't ask which hole.
Grow up.
It's gonna be more of the same on the defense here for VP. Just Kiri, Lucio, Zarya, Tracer. We'll just be happy to take more of this mirror. Technically, but not the kind you want. We'll take, you know, beggars and choosers. Just need someone to, if anyone's a doctor and can take a look.
Okay, I'm fully orange now. I'm gonna be orange for this map. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's just gonna be another handshake of the exact same mirror. Clearly, probably leading more Geekay favored this side, at least as far as momentum goes in the series. It feels like they're getting the better of it. Yeah, good. A traditional high ground hold here from VP's backline. Ice playing on this close corner. The Tracers off doing whatever they want to do for fun. And just going to be nice, honest Overwatch. Nice, respectful Overwatch for a second.
Psycho's in behind now, bit of pressure onto the hit scan here, then onto Finn. Recall will be forced. Alfie wants to hunt this one down if he can, but Psycho should be okay. Full line of sight of his backline, I think. But actually, his backline's been sourced. Ziad is in, and he's in deep. He's all the way onto Coast trying to force a trade here, but VP will hold strong. They kite all the way back there, but they deal with it all. They're able to trade it out. Alfie will get the trade onto Fixer, because Alfie just cannot be stopped on his Tracer. But again, it's only a Lucio trade, so Fixer should be back in no time.
Yeah. Ult-wise, nothing real's been farmed, right? You've got a 10-20% advantage for VP across the board, but they're not close enough to anything that really worth mentioning. Except maybe this override protocol from Kev. If he hits a couple nice nades, you can probably just close out the fight with that. So it's a rough one for Geekay. You take too long to start this fight, you're just going to get drowned out by this ult. But also, how do you start a fight quickly here? What do you do? What do you do to win this fight quickly?
There's not really a lot of options here. It's just going to have to be a bit of a cooldown trade here, try and get these M-Rays out of position. It's going to be Haku dead. That's one way to start a fight. It's going to be a chance now for GK. They're just kind of doubling down here, hoping for a trade, but Kev's on this high ground position. He can throw nades inside here. This is going to soften up GK as VP are keen to push this 5v4 advantage. Little pistol as Lub to get separated here. Classic Hyena theory now. Will be clean up. Finn is going to Kitsune rush here. No respect for the economy. Landon will at least mirror it just to try and, you know, some sort of Kiriko pack there to mirror Kitsune rushes in that situation. But real questionable from Finn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, questionable from both, like you said, right? Like, it's actually a pretty bad one from Landon. You'd love to be able to just hold on to that and really make these last 2 minutes hard, but literally not the end of the world. You still have ult advantage across the board and everything else. Yeah, like, it's really
unbelievable
not that bad,
we got a trade.
you could have greeded it. I am curious. I assume that Kev's just going to opt to start with his ult here, and then we're not going to look to start with the grav. But I could see an argument for the grav with how close they have to rotate into Ice there.
Yeah, Ice ready to go with that one as they come up to this corner here. Love a squishy target in if he can, but you can see they're sort of trying to space themselves a little bit here. GK make it difficult ones for Ice. Ice will just bide his time right now. Does give him time. Psycho's throwing a pulse bomb. Has found Lubta in all of that. Again, Psycho finding some really nice timings to Fred these pulse bombs. And now they'll push forward. Geekay will back it up. Alpha Yi's still behind.
Yeah, I mean, it's still old advantage in favor of Virtus, but at least they're coming online for Geekay now as well, right? But Landon has got a slight Kitsu advantage, which could end up being a big deal if this fight goes long. Psycho and Alfie fighting in the back, Fixer coming to help. Just gonna let him live out respect, and it is gonna be an early override protocol from Lubda.
Grab out. Big damage there. B comes through on the high ground here. Somehow they all just about survive now, but Lubta's still pushing. Counter grab from Ice in main. Can Kev find the follow-up kills? Yes, Kev can. One will do it. Maybe a second dot to Haku as well. Nade behind. No escape. A couple of players on point. They might just squeeze a tick out of this, but they won't even manage that. Ziad with a late trade onto Kev. The small saving grace, but it's looking like a full hold here. 20 seconds left. Landon and Finn both going to have Kitsune Rush. Alpha Yi has Pulse Bomb.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this 10% advantage on the Kitsu might be enough to just, like, really ruin Geekay's chance of the touch. Like, really chunk them and make it rough, even if Finn does end up getting it. Looking at Alfie for some kind of miracle with the pulse, I mean, he's been good for it, to be fair, so it's not impossible, but Kev's back on the high ground. You're suddenly on D.Va into Zarya. Kitsu is going to come out. Not really anyone to walk on, though. Never mind, I take it back. Ziad is dead.
No Pulse Bomb connects as well, and this is now just, it's all going wrong for him. Geekay low on HP, will just get run over in the end. Ice pushes him into a corner. Will be a full hold for Virtus.pro, and they'll take the lead on the series in Blizzard World there as well. Good recovery from him, you know, but it didn't look great on the attack here, but some of that might also just be the nature of, you know, a Zarya attack on second point is always going to feel a bit tough.
Yeah.
But the first point there, yeah, it felt like Geekay were a little bit low on solutions in terms of how to take the fight, how to craft an opening, then none of the ult situations, which is really where they found success back on Oasis and even through parts of
Runasapi,
yeah, thank you. Where they just won even ult mirrors, you know, where a Kitsune Rush trade or a Ray trade or whatever it might be, or Lubta getting the better of the override protocol. Felt like there were none of those moments here. None of the ult trades really went in their favour consistently. The Grav didn't find value. It was able to get countered out by Fixer's beat. And these are the sort of, you know, a couple of those moments slip and you end up in a full hold.
Yeah, I mean, it's so rough actually when you lose the first neutral and you know that Kitsu advantage is coming or the override advantage is coming. It's actually so rough to win that next fight. Like, you're walking up here and it's like, oh, they have Emrail. What do we want to do? It's like, oh, we'll kite back through open into an Emrail, or oh, we'll kite into this room and get chased by an Emrail. Like, no, not really. You just lose. Yeah, it's a rough one. Hi, I missed a bit. Why are you Death Incarnate now? I mean, just why not, you know? why can't Death show up and go stream OWCS? The green screen was pissing me off, okay? It kept putting a hole in my head. It's still putting a hole in my head. Look, there's still a hole in my head.
His head's not real, it's just painted on.
Yeah. I'd like to point out in the last fight that both backlines got caught in grab. And I think that's appalling from both of them.
Sometimes, you know, if they want to graph you, they're going to graph you.
Yeah, but not both of you.
Safety in numbers, that's what they say. Designed to get a haircut? Yes.
I can just become a black void.
He's just like the outline, like it's some kind of Apple commercial.
I'm like the villain. I'm like what Sentry or whatever his name is from Thunderbolts. I'm literally Blackbone. I'm just pure black. I'm pure darkness. Haven't unlocked the streamer yet. You guys pay to win.
Does anyone have the credits to buy this character?
5 subs, guys. 5 subs.
I want to play his Backbone.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know what I did to do this. I don't know how to undo it. Oh,
but he's just disappeared. It's the Invisible Man.
Oh, I'm back. Wait, is the lighting cut? No, I'm just translucent again.
You're a little bit glowy. You've got like a Casper vibe going on.
Oh, thank you. You know, I take good care of my skin. I am also still red.
How did you get into this situation?
I just started adjusting sliders because the green screen wasn't like. Do you want to see what it looks like? Like if I try and do it normally, right? If I try and do the green screen normally, I end up with a hole in my head. Like I just have a hole in my, like there's just, you can see Max's room through it. There's just a hole.
Isn't that how you normally look?
You know, we lived together for a few years. You'd think you'd know.
Yeah.
I'm doing a chroma key. I mean, it is fixable. It's a lighting gap. I mean, if I turn off the light, maybe it's fixable. I've lost my hair. I'm just old.
Florin just said. Right, Florin just said the ghost of anyone's legend.
Play Winston.
It had been about half an hour, yeah.
Play Winston. I'm actually just bored right now. It's like, yeah, this is fine. No, I can just stay bored for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, that's the filter I have on.
Yeah. I'm saying how yours works IRL as well.
Yeah, so it's just AI.
All in his head for a D.Va ban. Listen, we didn't ban D.Va in that one series. We did against, I think we did in both games against Peps and Geekay, to be fair. But we also won one and nearly won the other, so fuck you. But we didn't do it against, who was it? Alcad. We did not put Amdapin map 3 and ban D.Va, okay?
He did. He's lying to you.
Didn't know I tuned into a CX stream.
Guys, who are you gonna believe? The guy with literally a hole in his head. Or an entire production team. One ghost with a hole in his head, entire production team. Who do you think? Who do you think subbed in their D.Va player and banned D.Va?
Back on it would be better or not. Like, do you reckon the hair would show back up? I don't even know. Anyway, moving on to Havana. Brick ban from Geekay, denying any possibility of Malga. Vendetta follow up from VP. Feels a bit like a nothing burger since both teams seem to just be agreed on the Tracer. But again, I mean, if you're VP, you've just won 2 maps in a row playing Zarya Tracer. Probably okay to play a third one, right?
Sorry, Crispy just... I'm typing an emote, you carry on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're kind of just shooting at each other. No spawn hold in EMEA, because we're not fraudulent. We know it's not 2016. We're going to play back on the corner and play for one fight like men. Even if it gets us relegated. But... Bubbles out onto Tracers from both sides, neither finding anything, both forced back. Actually, Alfie going to get caught on his exit by Psycho. I retract my previous statement about saying that he had gone in. I was literally lying. And that's 30 seconds off the clock.
Like that time you lied about the draft.
I just didn't lie.
Alright, will just be a die on your sword type thing, which Geekay have been kind of into all season. So now a bubble out onto Alpha as he takes a little look at backline, will be recalled out. Psycho's going to try and find the punish on the other side. I think that was his recall force as well. Zarya's will trade bubbles. Everyone is half HP. Ziad wants to force the issue though, and he is right to do it. He's spotted ice with no bubbles. Ziad will just take over in this neutral now. A chance to push forward, and BP will have to give it all up.
Yeah, Stagger onto Psycho 2 gives him a separate wave, which is annoying because you want him to be your touch. You might actually be in a situation where Ice is just going to get chunked to actually get the recontest here. At least Landon's mirroring the Kitsu farm, but Haku's actually got a gap over Fix right now. So if this fight goes long, if you don't find a magic pick from Kev, it's going to be Geekay favored ult-wise for sure.
Trying to clear out his Tracer before they go. Pistol is out looking for this one. Nair with Fixer to back him up, and now Kev can swing freely. Big damage there. Going to throw some nades onto point to clean it up. Finds a kill onto Alfie there. Needs a little bit more down to Zarya in his face. Kev needs for pocket. Doesn't get the pocket. There's trades a piece though. Player advantage right now for VP. They've got supports and Psycho alive. It's Ziad. A bit of pocket versus free. Finn's playing far back to keep him alive. Ziad's going to try and force the point. Kitsune rush. They think they can do it, the two of them. They feel it's winnable. Ziad's trying to force the Tracer out, force the Suzu. They've lost Finn on the other side, but Kiriko's have been traded. Lando got the Kitsune rush out before he died. Kev's just back with the override protocol though. Now trades Ziad, and just in the nick of time, Kev arrives and will help VP clean up and stabilize.
Yeah, I mean, I literally didn't watch the fight because I was too busy thanking a sub, but it had to have been impossible for VP to win, really, without some kind of miracle. So I'm assuming a miracle came through. Oh, wise though. Prefer Geekay's position, for sure. Let's see if they can convert it. Presumably, override protocol into a grab should be able to, should be enough to just clean this up. Assuming no funny business, but Kev is doing some funny business on the high ground right now. Liv just won.
Ooh, bubble on the high ground as well. Lub's just going to get one before going down. Beat comes through from Haku, but it doesn't really catch everyone. In fact, it might only catch for backline. They're still trying to make it work nonetheless, and Ice has actually been blocked in a corner there. Quite literal stuffing in a locker as Ziad is going to try and take over. Deals with Psycho as well. Now the point pressure is really on. Fixer will throw himself at it, but it's just easy cleanup for Vazaria and everyone else from GK, and that will be first point secured.
Yeah, a little bit scary with the Lub to death, but gets it over the line in the end. VP, you got the grab and the beat coming up. You should be able to start a hold here. Shouldn't let Geekay get too snowbally here. Just got to care about getting caught on grab. It can be a bit rough on this specific point, like pushing past these, whatever these are in the middle, these tubes into a grab. But I think you're fine to do it. Psycho going to be forcing Libya out on the side. I mean, Ziad should just be really alone right now. Maybe even look for the grab on him. Looks like Ice has gotten the memo, looking for it now himself. No one's really in LOS. Bit of anti-synergy there, Fixer booping him away, but Kev actually does have LOS. Once again, I'm just lying for fun.
This guy is in hell. He lies to you every day. Why on earth would you believe him about the draft? It's going to be... The clues are in front of you, sheeple. He's glowing red and he keeps lying. It's going to be grab for Ziad here on the hold, which means every move is going to be a little bit treacherous for VP. They have to be careful not to overextend or get too many people caught in this. Ziad now, low energy, got eyes on Ice, will trade now his first bubbles. Burns through one of them. Grab now available, lobs it out. London is caught in it as well. Suzu and Beat come through to try and save them. They look for it. Alfie has found the pulse bomb follow-up now. They keep pushing forward. Ice finds one trade onto Haku. Psycho's going to trade for backline. No heals for GK now. Pulse bomb is out. Alfie is like, pause. Alfie's in trouble. Pause. Ziad's trying to find his way out as well. Alfie is back. He's recalled. The fight. Help! Alfie! Help him!
The pause is not coming. It will never come when you need it. Do not rely on it. Yeah. That's so Korean of him. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Quite Korean of him to be in England and been suffering ping problems.
I mean, rock on a hard place, right? Either Saudi with everything going on there, or in the UK with ping problems.
Why did he recoil into the wall? Is he stupid? Belly update. It is full of lasagna and chippy chips, so it's fair to say it's a carb party in my belly. Your
wife made the lasagna, right?
Yeah, something like that.
We've broken him.
Incredible. Thanks, Tombstone.
Is it ping problems or a hole in his head? I don't know. I have a feeling he's not got the green screen issue. It is Keir Starmer's fault. I'm willing to blame this on Labour. I don't know about you, X.
Yeah, let's do it. It's Keir Starmer's fault.
Yeah.
Can we get a referendum going?
What do you want it to be about? Just get Labour out, or how?
Just yeah.
Just when VP wins, we go to heaven or hell. We'll see. We will see.
Nigel would solve this ping in 1 week. It's true. Right, let me check on this. Let's just check on something for OWTV.
Roof at low would fix us in 10 seconds flat. I believe it.
Is Newcastle close to Sheffield? Chris might be unplugging their internet in intention to help Smashy. It is not close at all, no. There is no help coming. But to be fair, maybe VP don't need any help. They've actually got a pretty decent position here on the second point. They're going to have Kitsune Rush just 10% slower than Finn, but should be enough time. They'll have the override protocol earlier as well, which means GK are a little bit limited for options now. Chance to swing with this Kitsune Rush, but Beat will be their real timing to go. They're going to Suzu through this one and Kitsune Rush, but his override protocol is going to do so much damage at the choke. Ziad is stuck in, but it's Ice who has taken more damage despite this. The override protocol disengaged just caused him enough, but Fixer, if he can live, he's about to have the Beat defensive bubble onto Haku. He's so close. 96, 97. A trade, though. The kills are coming in too quick. perfectly. They won't get that beat trade. And just felt such a hard place to take the Kitsune Rush through that choke because it's so much splash damage for Kevin Boy 3.
Yeah, can we get a resync going? Can you count?
Yeah, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48,
Alright, we're good.
47.
We're good. It just works.
Just works.
Alright, grab for Ice here, beat for Haku though, to have him respond. Lubda, crucially, has the override protocol, is going to pop it early, broken out in the game, let's see what he can get done with it. Getting shot right now, Ice in the corner, do not put Ice in the corner, that's not where you want him. Gonna just drop out after. Fix is actually gonna find Alfie in all this, and somehow, despite using the ult that gives you the entire map space, VP are gonna be the one to find the kill, and be the ones
inclined to blame
retake
Ping for that one.
after.
Didn't see it and have no way to prove that's true, but just feel like Alpha Yi dying there sort of before the fight or the ult trade happens feels like a little bit, feels like a Ping one, doesn't it? Now, going to be low on time, GK. No choice but to make it work. They have a beat advantage, but not for much longer. Fixer only needs 14%, so they'll get themselves on payload first, but Ice has the grab ready to go. Bubbles will be traded. Every bubble that is used opens the door for Ice. He will lob it down. Defensive beat comes through from Haku. Saves him. Pulse bomb over Sop. Suzu is perfectly timed for that one. Landon is the one who dies in all of this, and they counterplayed the grab perfectly. Now they just need no trades, and it looks like no trades. GK could not ask for a better result.
Yeah, I wonder with OT if there's actually enough time to get a touch here with 3-point. Looking at the spawns, it's a bit rough. Psycho, like the one you want touching, is going to be the last one up as well. Ziad's walking forward, has the grab, might even just be able to deny the touch just by using that. You'd be really happy with that if you're Geekay.
Yeah.
They do have enough time. Walking top now, Ziad is going to let them out. But does have this grab on point. Fixer has the beat for response, but I'm not sure if it will be enough. 4-man top right, Tracer on point. Grab is okay onto Ice. Beat is going to come out maybe a bit early, if anything. Pulse onto Ice is going to get cleansed. Kitsu down after from Finn. Landon doesn't quite have his yet. Really got a touch here now. Ice ends up having to drop. Psycho's been forced off and just gets deleted. Kev's going to find Haku. Haku dead in chat, please. But predictably, you know, given the old situation, Geekay are going to manage to get it over the line.
Yeah, they managed to convert that one in the end, and they will get a crack at third point. They don't have a lot of time, and this is one of the more difficult ones. It's going to be an override protocol up against an override protocol and a Kitsune Rush. So in theory, VP have the ults to win, stabilize, hold them at the first corner here. But most of this is just going to come down to the override protocol value in all of this.
Yeah, going forward now, done a bubble engage for Alfie. No dividends paid from that, as someone would like to say. Kitsu and Override Protocol both going to be pop the same frame here. Lubda going to find a shot to Landon. Force the cleanse out. Kev's just peeking him in it. Does a lot of damage to him, but not quite going to finish him. Psycho's actually going to find Finn in this. Psycho's going to find Lubda after as well. And yeah, I mean, nice fight win for VP. With how strong the Override Protocol is, you'll take a Kitsu fight win for it all day.
Yeah, pretty decent situation now for him. A chance to hold at spawn and override protocol, a grab just around the corner, and more importantly, significantly closer than Ziad. Haku will have the beat, but they might be forced to use the beat to survive this override protocol, which in theory, if the fight goes long enough, gives Ice a clear grab opportunity. But still plenty of chance for things to change in between all of that. We'll just be in neutral on both corners as they try and clear Ice to get this payload moving. Alfie's gone to meet it. It's going to be a beat available for Haku. Drops that one round the corner, little boop in as they try and swarm it over. Override protocol is going to try and relieve that pressure on Ice. He gets the grab out and it sets up Kev perfectly. It's a 5-man grab. Ice couldn't have asked for more. He will die for it, but a worthy trade. Ice makes it hard for him to kill him. Gets the grab off just in time, and then it's just perfect. Easy pickings for Kev.
Yeah. I mean, that's a better push than Geekay got last week against VP in their game. They got stopped on second last week. We'll see if VP can not get like completely cheesed by Ziad living an impossible grab situation on first, and see what they can do. See if they can also do better than they did last week on this map, because obviously this is the one that Geekay actually managed to get over them last week. But yeah, I mean that grabbing last fight, you know, I'm literally a relegated coach, but I don't think 5 people should be getting called in grab like that.
Nah, that one I think is excusable, right? Because it's like you kill the Zarya in that moment, or you just lose anyway.
I mean, it's a rough one for sure, right? You have to try and kill him. Yeah, okay. I'm literally joking.
Basic Masters coach, by the way.
Yeah. Yo, I thought about booting up the stream the day after our game, and instead I watched the Will stream, and every 20 minutes there was some guy coming in his chat, like just asking the same question over and over. And it was like, yeah, I made a good decision to not stream today.
Yeah, people who stream immediately after a loss, like Cap going on stream and reviewing his like relegation game is just like, I don't know.
It's crazy.
Like, I'll co-stream 70 hours a week, but Even I,
doing your
even I-
relegation game right after.
Even I don't need that much attention, you know? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair play.
Especially when you're the one getting flamed as well. Gotta be something else you can be doing there, surely.
Psycho with a Widow swing here. Not Kev's turn
He's
anymore.
not out for ye, bro. You're not out for ye.
He's going to take fifth time lucky. All right. Put it in the bag. It's Tracer time. It's going to be just a straight up mirror again. No surprises here. VP with a clear win condition for the map and the series for him, but Alpha will get the first bubble rotation. Actually forces Suzu and a bunch of things out there, so might be slightly behind on this initial bubble trade here, VP. We're going to try and clear out Alpha, and a defensive bubble was 4, so maybe a timing for Psycho now.
Yeah, Alfie's still in this room up top as well. Psycho gonna go forward with the bubble, trying to get the clip in, not really gonna force anything. Just gonna be slowly card pushing for VP. Lots of low HP for VP though. Landon and Fixer both really low. Ice is then gonna be the one who suffers for it because they can't peek to heal him. And yeah, I'm really not sure. I assume it was a combination of Alfie going in and an Emre nade hitting at the right time, but VP just lost all their HP across the board.
Yeah, it's hard to always get a clear view and everything, but there's lots of timings, especially between the DPS, like the Tracer to follow up on these swing timings and everything like that, especially with the bubble, and that allows them to just kind of blink into any target they really want. Psycho's going to go for get an early bubble here, probably mainly for energy as he moves over onto the right-hand side. I think Alfie was camping it out, actually, so maybe Psycho has been repelled. Now Alfie will throw himself at the back line, doesn't find anything with that, but he's on high ground, he's got a pulse bomb, he's got their attention, he's going to blink all the way out, actually, here. So quite defensive from Alfie, and a chance for VP to take this next corner.
Yeah, slight gets an advantage for Finn, not enough for it to really matter though, I think. Override protocol advantage, Canyon for Lubda though, and I assume that's what we're going to see starting here. It is. Alfie's going to fall at the same time. Bit unfortunate, but I mean, you need to do something if you're Geekay anyway, so it's whatever. Rest of VP are just going to kite though. This should give Alfie enough time to come back in, but you're going to have Kevs coming up soon, and you're going to have the same issue, where you don't have the ability to walk back the same way VP just did.
No, they're going to take space and time to set up, as it looks like Geekay want to swing out this right-hand side. Going to be a Kitsune Rush trade onto point as the Tracers come through. B over the top from Fixer is available if he wants to. Override Protocol first. Hacker now has the B back. Will drop it, catches all 5 members. Fixer with the later B in play. Lub's going to beam Kevster out of the sky, actually.
Oh,
and yeah, just no pocket out of that. Alfie connects a pulse bomb onto Ice in main, actually. And oh my god, feeling a little bit deja vu, isn't it? Geekay stopping the point with a retake at this point. Grab for grab in the next fight, but that's
Kev
not a lot
didn't
to
get
defend him.
Kev didn't get beat or peel from
really?
Landon, so you know, Lubda just sitting there in his own Kitsu is always going to be able to kill the Emre there. Equal grab for both sides, pulse up for Psycho, but not for Alfie. Unless Psycho gets a massive pulse, it's just going to be who converts this grab better realistically, or who finds a magic pick elsewhere. Psycho going forward with the bubble now. Not really going to get anything from it, just a little bit of pressure on the Zarya. Alfie's going to go and match him out of respect, force a recall, can't quite see what's going on, but there's a Tracer fight happening over there. Both Zaryas posturing for the grab, Kev's eating a nade,
Drop it.
and they're both going to put it at the same time.
Pulse bomb onto Ziad though, so they will go down. Ice will be traded anyway, so it's just 4v4. Nade onto this as all of Geekay, they're going to flood inside here, but this means there's a bit of separation actually. Psycho's trying to go on the split target here, but look at Geekay, they want to find trades at this one. Psycho's on the back line. Lubda tries to, and does perfectly predict for a recall on that one, hits the nade on the way out. Now he swings onto it as well. Lubda's going to drop the override protocol. There's a Doomfist back. Ice is trying to find the punch, but he's immediately regretting his decision as they are back here. You know what, Ice? Let's get a Zarya going, shall we?
Yeah, you've got 20 seconds, maybe enough time to talk up it. Presumably Geekay, he can't have before that you don't want to let them get to point. Is Ziad swapping back here as well? I think he might be, because I saw Haku go back. He is going to swap to the D.Va, should be able to get there in time. Ice is also going to swap to the D.Va for the touch. Not sure if that was the correct call from him, honestly. I feel like he had enough time to go to Zarya. You've always got Psycho to touch, and you're not under as much pressure. Psycho is going to get the touch on 1 HP, forces recall early. Landon is 15 off this Kitsu, Finn is 7 off. It's an equal ult fight again. Kev though, actually, I lie, has the overload, whatever it's called, protocol thingy. That should be the clinch of this fight.
Yeah, Ice has 1 HP already, actually. Kev's going to have to do everything with the override protocol now, but Ziad is going to be on his face. He's killed him, actually, as it comes off. Alfie hits for pulse bomb, and I mean, it's just everything connects for Geekay at the right time, and you can't take first point off Geekay on Havana.
I mean, you literally can't.
They won't give it to anyone.
Not a single team could do it. TM can't do it.
Nope. I've not seen a single team do it.
But
San Francisco Shock on steroids, Season 2? They couldn't do it.
Is it Flashpoint final map type? It is, right?
Yeah, we've seen Push, and then yeah, Blizzard Worlds, Escort now. Yep, feels like it's gonna be Flashpoint.
I mean, presumably, the Malga comp is open. You played this exact situation against Geekay last week, where you go to Surabasa, you have the Malga comp open. Presumably, they're going to do the same thing now, right? Where they're going to start on the Malga. Geekay, they're going to feel the need to play a super greedy comp with like Pharah, Sojourn, like double flex, and then one Diva swap is just Thanos. But I don't know, maybe Geekay also just going to play Zarya.
Yeah, I feel like
this
is just a Zarya one. I think especially after that full hold, I think GK will feel like momentum slightly in their favour.
Oh, did you see that clip from Alfie on Cypher? That's actually clean. Yeah, I mean, maybe, but the Lucio ban's still open for VP, right? So maybe it becomes really hard to accept to just play the Zarya at that point. I mean, sure, you can do it with the Juno Kiri, maybe is what you do, but the Juno Kiri is then susceptible to the Diva, it feels like. So it's a bit. I suppose if you're on Zarya then Juno Kiri, the Diva's not going to do that great into you, so maybe it's really fine. I don't know. I'm actually not sure what they're going to pick here.
Can we get a boost Sheffield going? Thanks, guys. Quartz is trying to boost Sheffield as well. Quartz has also said GK are going to win the stage, which is probably a bad omen for TM
fans. Not what you want to hear.
Keep boosting Sheffield, though. They need every single bit of ping they could possibly get.
Guys, I know I'm transparent, okay? I know. I'm doing my best out here, okay?
Just a little ghost trying his best.
Should I just turn into the devil again? I can just become the devil again instead, if we'd prefer. Like, do you guys prefer the devil or transparent? I could be an angel. I could be an angel or your devil.
Emre ban will be GG. You reckon, Quartz?
Not the devil. Should we be the angel? What do you guys think of this?
Prefer the ghost of AL. Alright, Surabasa choice from VP.
Yeah, Surabasa, surely ban Lucio if you're VP, right? And you actually play your Malga stuff, you play the ban theory, you do what your entire theory, like the last 3 weeks, last 2 weeks has been, surely?
And then, yeah, they can also, yeah.
The Void takes him. True. Happens every time. Actually, 100% Void taking rate. What were you gonna say, sir?
Oh, I'm wrong. I was just having a look at the bans again.
I mean, the Lucio ban's still open. I know they're just gonna play Juno Kiri, which is maybe a bit rough, but I don't know, bro.
But
maybe just win.
Or just Diva ban, play Malga.
Did they not Diva ban already?
VP, no.
I mean, also, what does a Diva ban do? They just want to play Zarya anyway, right?
Yeah, but it takes away the swap, right? That's what.
Yeah, but I feel like you're the team that wants to swap more, because if you're playing Malga into Zarya, like, I mean, firstly, you need to ban one of the Kiri or Lu, or else the Malga's just doing nothing, but you want the Zarya team to then have to play the greedy heroes like Pharah, like Sojourn, like double flex, right? Yeah, it's gonna be an Ana ban from VP.
Just to support protect.
Do you need to? I swear, like, what? I mean, I guess maybe you're scared of them. I don't know what support you're scared of them banning, because I swear they've done Juno, they've done Brig. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm literally misremembering. But also, you know how else you can protect Juno or Brig? You can ban the Lucio.
They've also, yeah, they banned Juno and Brig.
Yeah, so you don't need to protect them. So it's more not wanting the Ana, but the Ana's one of the good greedy heroes into the Malga comp, I think, so it's not unreasonable. I think Finn has.
Yeah, like if they Ano Juno. Yeah, I mean, Finn is crazy at Ana, right? Yeah. He did it on Blizzard World last week, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, Blizzard World against us. So, like, it's not unreasonable, but surely Geekay just gets to play Kiri Zarya now. And you don't. Like, I don't think VP are comfortable to play the Malga into Kiri Zarya.
Well, what if they Hazard?
They're happy with that matchup. Hazard, yeah, maybe.
You know, like if I'm VP, I'm sort of looking at this Zarya mirror and just going, is there another comp or like another situation we can force? You know?
Yeah.
Because it's not like they've not been hard losing it, but they've also not been hard winning it, right? So like, is there a different way we can take this?
They won 2 maps on it pretty fucking hard, to be fair.
Yeah, but they've also lost maps on it as well. Is the problem, you know?
Yeah.
So it feels like. do you want to gamble in terms of which one Nat's going to be, or do you just or do you maybe try and like mix it up at this point?
Yeah, I mean it's a big call to make. It's one of those that no matter which one they do, if it ends up being wrong, they're gonna get flamed for it. So I'm ready to backseat and say they should have done the opposite if it goes forward.
Yeah. So it'll go Diva though. Yeah, I don't think the Divas. I don't think it's like a straight win though. I don't think it's a straight win into the Hazard. But it looks like it will just be the Juno Brick Malgo, which probably feels more safe based on what they've been playing historically recently, and the
I don't understand though. I swear this goes against their own theory. Like, at the very least, Psycho needs to go Pharah for their theory, I think, but I don't think he's going to. He's going to go the Tracer. But the Malga should just have like nothing to actually engage on. Yeah, I don't know. It's a rough one. I'm literally a relegated coach though, so what do I know? These guys are in playoffs. I'm not. So I'm sure
gonna
they
pick the Tracer. So yeah, the weird part here, or difficult bit for VP, is how many bubbles and resources can they fall out of GK before Ice goes for his stomp timing? Because if he just stomps when Ziad had all these bubbles, it's an easy defensive bubble, and then Ziad just gets like 1 billion energy and gets to fry everyone on the engage here. So how do they force these resources out of Ziad? And I guess obviously on Ziad's side as well, you know, making sure you're not wasting these bubbles or using them for no reason.
Yeah, I mean the problem is you got Alfie on the Tracer as well, who every single stick you hit onto a backliner is going to be a kill for this map. Which, you know, I think this guy's pretty good at Tracer. He's probably going to hit some sticks. VP are going to walk up, but Ice is taking so much damage, and he's just going to be really hard to heal back up. Lub's going to end up getting the trade. Kev's getting caught in the back as well. Lub's going to finish him off. Landon is going to find Ziad in the middle of this. Fix is going to be the next to go there. And it's just, I just don't know. It doesn't feel like it. From the conversations I've had with VP, it doesn't even feel like it follows their own theory that much, but theories can evolve. I'm willing to accept that. I'm out of the loop this week, so maybe there's some new layer to it, but it just feels like Geekay's comp is, at the very least, easier.
Thank you, Angel of Pax, for the gifted tier 1 to Ryan. Relegated coach, relegated player. Everyone's in for the after party. Sorry, Ryan, mate. It's just
you did not need to
just
get
it was more to get Jamie than it was to get you. I promise.
No,
Ryan.
that was fully
it's going to be a drop on here, but they've managed to survive. And again, VP, it's a little bit all or nothing, and right now it's coming up nothing on all of these engages. They did manage to steal the flip as a small consolation prize, but only for a little bit as they get it right back. And Alpha U will connect what might be the first of many pulse bombs with no Suzu available. Onto Kev.
Yeah, I think that is an accurate statement. It will be the first of many. Psycho's behind here, but again, you're into the Kirilla. You don't have anything great to really collapse on or get a kill here. Ult-wise, double support ult for both sides. Ziad's got a slight tank ult advantage, but the override protocol advantage for Lub is probably going to be the one that makes this impossible for VP to actually take. Bubble onto him is going to really secure the lack of death. Kitsu and Beam going to be dropped now. Shout from Ice is maybe going to help him, but how does he heal? Who does he heal off of into his Zarya? I don't know. Vix is now going to be left in no man's land after Ice is going to run, and it's just first point done. Yeah, first point done.
Is there a touch? There is. Psycho's going to blink in from behind, so they might throw a Malga at this one more time. They're trying to walk forward right now. Here comes Ice, looking for that backline here, looking for a defensive bubble. Drops to a defensive bubble. B's going to be dropped by a Haku here as well. Protects him from the override protocol, ensures no one else trades out of that. Will be a 1-for-1 ult trade, and for first point for way of GK.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably... I don't know. Override protocol for B, maybe both sides are okay with that. I think VP had to at least try, right? You can't just give up. It was like it had the potential to be winnable if it just goes your way there. You got the cage versus Grav. You got the rally to throw in on top for Fixer. That maybe will at least keep them alive in it, but I feel like I need Ice to not do what.
That's huge.
Also, backline 3-man slam and cage. Never mind. Do whatever you want, King. He is 1 HP though, and he is just going to die. Pulse from Alfie isn't needed. From Psycho, sorry, isn't needed. Kev's just going to clean them up.
Yeah, he'll get traded. It's still a bit dogfighty here. Fixer's going to rally. Big bash. Suzu comes out now as well. That'll deal with Finn. And yeah, Rally should seal the deal. Bubble actually blocks that bash, so Ziad will find a trade on that one. It's not quite over yet. Landon is battling back. Here is the Malga, though. It should give VP enough to stabilize on this one. Thank you, Lasagna. Lognez, Lasagna for the Prime. Thank you. But yeah, VP closed that one out, but they had to spend quite big at the end.
Yeah, it was a 2-for-1 ult trade. Alfie, second pulse of the map, second kill of the map. Gonna be a consistent problem, I imagine. Points now wide open, no real pressure onto Ziad. Who's gonna damage him? Not the Malga, not the Tracer, that's for sure. Ice is gonna go for a pin through. He's gonna stay on point after. They're gonna be a die point call here from the rest of VP, and it's. I mean, it's actually so quick to over. The pulse bomb's just an insta fight loss, right? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, it's going to be so tough for him to deal with it. There's going to be a bubble to force him into the backline as well. Another pause comes through. Presumably this is the ongoing ping issues for the Sheffield boys. You know, Finn and Alpha U for clarity. I realised that was maybe a very confusing way to have heard of Finn and Alpha U.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they lose the fight with landing 5 off beam, which is obviously like, I guess, exacerbated by the pre-fight pick from Alpha E and everything. But I can't help but feel like their comp is just worse. But you don't need to be on the better comp to win, but it does help, you know.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how, because normally the nice thing about the Pharah is it can make Fazaria waste all of their bubbles. You soften it up, you bleed out the cooldowns. The stomp timing feels really powerful, you know. Worth saying as well, I think this Malga Juno Brig Pharah probably also felt better against the Vendetta version. They maybe would have played it against initially as well, where Vendetta suddenly doesn't have any great targets, or, it can't bully a Diva. There's no DPS that are great for it to, great to match up to. It's like more inconsistent to find the Pharah slash. Same with the Juno, right? But it feels like it's really hard for them to get the resources they need out of this. And yeah, Alfie is currently 12-0.
Yeah, not surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Psycho's 5-0, but his team's losing and he can't get a kill every pulse guaranteed, so a bit rougher. But yeah, I mean, the Pharah value at least is that, like you said, you actually force out the HP, you force out some of the bubbles on the Zarya that actually lets your Malga either then self-heal or just do enough damage to get the kill. Gonna unpause now, double support ult for Geekay and Grav coming up, and the override protocol. You just have a beam and a pulse for VP.
Chance to come back through now. Ray is going to be used actually very early into this override protocol. Forces Lubda to D-peak though, just throwing out these final bits of splash damage. But GK now have both support ults to throw into contest this point here. So Virtus.pro need a little bit of a miracle for this one as well. Yeah, near Grav as well. All the tools. Ice is looking potentially for a timing here. It has to be so wary. Here come the ults. They're going to attempt to kite the first lane. Pulse bomb on the way through. Psycho will get 2. See you later, backline. No Suzu. Suzu bubbles. No problem for Psycho. He's going to get 3. Ziad's still finding kills, but he's in too deep. And Psycho, they needed a miracle, and he delivers.
Yeah, really needed that for VP, because suddenly you're in a spot where you managed to cheat that Kitsu. You know, you have Cage coming up, you have the override protocol. Sure, they have Beat Grav coming in, and Alfie has another pulse bomb that he's gonna hit, but it actually feels more winnable. But that should have been 2-0 going on to third point, you know, in a really rough spot. But Psycho coming up clutch. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it again without a pulse bomb, but he honestly needs to keep doing it. Like they need him to keep just hard carrying for this one to work, I think.
Override protocol available for Kev here. Potentially we could go early here, just make it difficult for the Grav to hit, difficult for the Beats to actually push on them. Ice is just trying to play ring around the Rosie here, buy time for more ults. Kev will start with his override protocol now. Grav out, only onto the Malga actually here, but Ice will still get fried. Beat comes through from Haku, meaning Kev can't do a little much more than splash them here. They've done a lot of damage, but no kill. Psycho is behind, Lubta shuts that one down. That's 2-player advantage. Now the Zarya is traded though. Kev's going to drop onto the point, pistol out. They're all really low. Varani comes through, Victor's bash is huge. Victor's going to get all 3 of them. Another VP miracle just when they need it. Unbelievable. Victor's bash saves the day. That was Grav. That was Beat. VP tie us up 1-1.
Yeah, now you're approaching really winnable, because you're going on to this third point. You have the ult advantage swinging into your favor. Just gotta not get cheesed by this override protocol. I think Alfie, did he miss a pulse there as well? What a fraud. I could Psycho has another one of his own. I don't know if we're gonna see another magic one like we did before, but if he does, it'll certainly be good. VP, both teams gonna slowly make their ways over the point. Both teams are willing to chill here. I'm expecting to see Lib to start with his ult soon.
Yeah, override protocol available. This time VP, lots more to throw into the bank with this Ravo. It's going to be an override protocol from Lubta to start. Cage goes up immediately here. I think if they locked around the corner, they certainly have. Victor's going to dive this one. Pulse Bomb is going to be countered by the Suzu. They're all in the cage. They're all so low. They have to use the Ray. The Ray should give them enough to finish this one off. It does, but does mean it was probably a bit more expensive than VP would have hoped for. And Luke just found 2 trades. Yeah. He's a little bit careful. Alfie's found another trade. I think it's just a 1v1. Psycho has to recall out of this one. He's got the recall advantage though. Psycho will close it out. So was that a 9 death one and 3 ults used? Not very clean from VP at all.
Yeah, should be back quicker from Geekay as well. That's the core of their team back and on point. Psycho should be able to tap a little bit. But Finn has the Kitsu as well. Override Protocol for Kev is going to be VP's way back into this fight. Obviously, Point is ticking their way the entire time. Fixer, big balls, moving forward.
Shut up, Fixer.
Kitsu coming down now. Override Protocol from Kev. Psycho's on the flank as well. Slam in from Ice. Isn't going to find anyone. He's just going to lose all of his HP and die. Goodbye, Ice Snow. This should be Geekay cleaning up the fight now. You've used your Neo. Psycho, can he do it again with a Pulse? I don't know.
Maybe!
Pulse hits Haku as well, but everyone's dead.
Yeah. God, always it's just a 2-for-1 fire sale on the GK backline at the moment, it seems. Psycho gets 1 and he gets a free Haku with every pulse bomb he drops off. It's going to be a retake now for VP. They do have a massive ult disadvantage though, so we need miracles. It felt like when Ice went in with that override protocol, they were kind of just gambling on the one shot onto that, right? Ult disadvantage, can they just land the stomp, one shot combo? Doesn't find it. Now they still need to worry about beat and grab. Ice comes in again with the stomp. Haku's going to get the beat, grab goes off. It's a big investment here. I think they might just be trying to lose this one quickly. You can see already, look at that. VP making their way to the edge. They force 2 ults out with a quick reset, but they still don't have any ults for this next retake.
Yeah, Lub is still the next ult with the override protocol, which, you know, as we've talked about, is kind of just a broken ultimate. So really happy to have that if you're Geekay. Alfie has the pulse, which again, you know, I know it's been a couple minutes since he's hit one, but if he does hit one, it's also just over. We need an Ice Slam, and we need it now. And Landon's dead.
Yeah, Ice is going to get himself onto point here, so he can buy a little bit of time, but with no Landon, it will be tough. They do have high ground, and actually Psycho's found Haku, and look at Kev's position right now. Pulse Bomb is out, it's good for Alfie onto Fixer. Fixer was so close to Rally as well. It actually had another late fight Fixer Rally clutch written all over it, in all honesty. It's the perfect stick at the perfect time for Alfie, and gives GK a 2-1 lead, 1 round off, winning this series.
Yeah, I don't think VP are playing bad. Like, I really don't. I think it's actually just a massive comp gap. Like, really. Yeah, going on to this point now, you've got the cage coming up again. You have got the rally because of the aforementioned pulse stopping it. But you've got the Kitsu for Finn. Like, it's not a bad situation. Kev's got his protocol coming up too, which is maybe what VP will choose to wait for. They got a bit of time before point unlocks. They can let him farm it.
Funny Astro quoting his own interview title with Malgajuno Brig is not that good right now. Kitsune Rush comes out in exchange for a rally. VP have more ults to throw in, but they might not need it. It's an absolute meat grinder in here. Fixer's rally, he's good for it again. Loves a brawl Brig, doesn't he, Fixer? And he gets big value in that first fight. And most importantly for VP, that was just a 1-for-1 ult trade.
Yeah, perfect fight win really as well. Probably your worst ult in the comp, the rally. Like, I guess maybe Pulse is worse in the matchup you've got, but probably your ult that you value the least, getting traded for the Kitsu. Geekay don't have anything yet. If you can waste a little bit of time here, maybe hopefully make it one fight, or at least just win for cheap. Fixer though, looks like he's gonna die for fun after being the hero. Just about gets saved by Landon. Alfie's gonna get forced out after. Maybe Kev's gonna pop his ult here in a second to start the fight for real once they actually touch point, I think.
Yeah, they've actually got damage onto Ziad, so they've slowed down here. So VP happy just to bleed for time off the clock actually here. Ziad's getting close to the grab, but VP have every tool they could possibly want. Thank you, Angel of Pax, for the gifted tier 1. 2, Funny Astro, the man who's always right. Alfie is behind right now. Override Protocol comes out from Kev to try and force the issue. Big damage onto the backline here as we watch for Tracer battle on the other side. Psycho has kept Alfie in check. No Pulse Bomb clutch for you today. Kevster will turn around to try and deal with that Tracer as well. Geekay have actually kited it, so they get one more go.
They found their ults as well. Like, Libda has his override protocol coming up. Ziad has the grab. Haku's been far off the B. Cage is onto Ziad. The grab is on nothing again. I mean, actually, everyone ends up walking into it to get the beam out of respect, but it's a good trade for VP. Beat's going to come in for Haku on Libda with his ult, though. Libda could be the hero here if he manages to find the right shots. Victor's going to fall low. Kev's going to be the first one to die in the middle of this, though. Psycho's falling low after the recall. Now we flip going Geekay's way. Any staggers?
No staggers. Ice back on Hazard, though. Finn's going to have Kitsune Rush advantage. Fixer's going to have Rally, so potentially we might end this point the way we started it with that 1-for-1 ult trade. Psycho this time does have a Pulse Bomb available as they are coming back on the Hazard now, looking for their engage timing. And now the game changes a little bit. There'll be a bit more scrutiny onto the backline here to peel these slash timings correctly. And Ziad has to be careful about these wall timings.
Yeah, Fixer 20 off the rally. Finn has the Kitsu though. If Ice oversteps at all, he's going to get run down by the Kitsu after. Just gonna go for it anyway. Ice is gonna jump into it. The absolute mad lad. Kev's gonna die in the backline. And
Is it an eco?
Cyber do here could be really rough.
Yeah, they're trying to get off the
DK
map.
push forward now?
Yeah, I think
Psycho
if GK hold
touch.
forward. Psycho's
Yeah.
going to spawn now. Ice is going to walk forward. They have a rally very soon, but Fixer's only just spawned as well. So they have the ult advantage that they were hoping for here, VP. But remember, they need to win this fight to keep the map alive. There's going to be a rally early on. Ziad is in the spawn. Can they get the touch? There's a Tracer battle on point. Alpha Yee's won the Tracer battle. There's no touch.
Oh,
Alpha Yee's just smoked him.
no.
He's won on the series. GG's. GK, take it.
Jesus.
Wow.
I mean, it's a rough one for Psycho.
Wow.
To be fair, right? He's got to use all his blinks to get forward, but yeah, good on Alpha Yee to stop it and prevent the touch.
Yeah, just a straight up 1v1.
Comp Canyon last map. Really just a comp Canyon. I don't even think BP played bad. They're just on an objectively worse comp.
Thank you, Camel, for the 5 community gifted as well. What a result for GK. 23 and 5 for Psycho, but look at that on the other side. Alfie, was that 34 and 3?
Yeah, 34 and 3.
Wow.
I don't understand. If you're gonna play Juno Brig the entire map, why ban Anna and not Lucio? The Lucio ban was still open, no? Like, I didn't miss it. Why?
I'll double check, but I do believe you're right. Yeah, they'd use the Kiriko on a map 1. Yeah,
no disrespect that. Not trying to disrespect him, but there's no way you're doing a 5 mapper against Geekay and not banning Haku's Lucio. Like.
Yeah, no, it's been consistently one of the biggest points. As much as I think, to Haku's credit, his Juno looked better today than it has done historically.
Yeah, I'm not even
like Landon and
right?
Fixer both played really well in this map on Juno Brig, right? Like VP should be very happy to take a Juno Brig mirror, because not only does it force Haku onto Juno, it forces Finn onto Brig. And I think then if you look at it, you know, player for player, pound for pound, Landon's a better Juno than Haku, and Fixer's a better Brig than Finn. Imagine having that situation in map 5 as well, right?
Yeah, you should be so happy. I mean, they could have done the exact same thing bar for bar that they did their last series against them. It's the exact same situation they ended up in on Surabata.
Do we ban Belucio when Belucio delivers pulse bombs to his team? Let's be real.
It just doesn't make sense, because like you ban the Ana, which yeah, sure, Finn has shown that he wants to play the Ana into the Mauga. But surely if they ever go Ana, you just swap to D.Va and you're so happy, even if they are on Zarya. Even if they're on Zarya then, I don't even think it's that bad. And you can always just swap the Kiri yourself. You can just... I know it's awkward to swap Juno Kiri for VP maybe, because they have landed on the Juno. But surely just put Fixer on the Kiri, and then just cleanse the nade. You know, like just cleanse the nade. It's not that deep. It's all you've got to do. Like, I don't see what the thought process was there. Like
the Ana ban's not bad. Like you can see the relevance of it, but there's just a much better ban available next to it.
Yeah. It's just it's objectively a worse ban, I think. Like full on. I'm really not sure what the thinking there was. Like but like heroics from people on VP at different times, right? Like Fixer with his rally stuff, like Psycho with the pulse.
Now for a quick chat after this victory.
Voice of Finn.
With us. Can you hear us?
Oh no. Hello.
Yay!
Oh no.
Yes is the answer. Hey Finn, great to hear from you. Congratulations on that victory. I think a lot of people betted against you. Walk me through your game plan for this one, because you faced off against them very recently. Were there any takeaways from that last series just a week ago that you were able to adjust your game plan for this?
Actually, when we match before Virtus, we so many do mistake and not same page. But today we little bit, but we have to more focus. And then today, our internet not hyping, just boom, So
just boom.
Really weird match.
I'm not an IT engineer, but that's actually very accurate.
One, right? The internet going boom, never ideal for either team. Finn, I gotta ask, in the game 5, were you surprised that they never switched off the Malga and just kept running it? Because you guys were having some pretty decent success against it.
Actually, they both play just every time they play Mauga. So, but we can win the Zarya comp to Mauga comp. So yeah, I think doesn't matter. So we already know that.
yeah, I'm curious for you guys, for the team, you know, to get this win and to do so like with the internet boom and like the high ping, like you know, for you guys, how was map 5? Like, how was the communication? How are people feeling? Did you feel confident going to map 5, like
Why is
easy
Jake
win,
so much
or
lower
you know,
quality
were
than
you a
No.
little worried with how difficult the series was?
Oh yeah, actually we.
Dunno, he's in Sheffield as
what's
well.
Map? Second map Nosapi. Me and Alpai using like UK practice room. Like before,
Shout out
the
Sheffield.
same as Twist Mind here. So Twist Mind boom too. So they say be careful, but yeah, we internet boom so much and like first
Did you
point
just
is okay.
completely ignore his
First map
question
is okay, but
Yeah.
to talk about
like,
the internet
not
booming again?
This
I
is
like
actually
that.
classic
You
political
didn't-
move here from Finn to make the
can't
question about what he wants to
move
talk about.
but like we can win. Yeah. So everyone say, oh, let's try our best and then focus our game and yeah, with confidence.
Yeah,
map
and
5.
This isn't
exactly.
an Overwatch
You
interview.
came
This
in
is like a customer
confident,
service
you
call
went
to
toe-to-toe,
Sheffield's
and
internet
you
supply
edged
here.
it out
Just-
and that means that you're now in the upper finals against Twisted Mind.
Can I speak to
How do you
your
feel
manager,
stuck up against
please?
This giant of the region.
Oh, to be honest, Twist Mind is very strong team, but if he play good, I think we can beat. Yeah. So
Right on.
maybe tomorrow we have match, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh, so yeah, I hope everyone
Yep.
good condition and good play.
Not really a
We
nitty gritty
gonna
guy
beat
for Finn.
Twist Mind.
That's right. Hope the internet doesn't go boom this time. Finn,
We
thank
playing
you
tomorrow?
So much for joining
Okay,
us. We'll
okay,
pick
yeah,
up
I can
you.
I can beat TM tomorrow if you want.
Thanks.
I'll beat TM. That's not a problem. We have a match tomorrow. Yeah, Daniel. Don't worry about it though.
My virtual trips, thank you for the prime, mate. Appreciate you. To make this about myself, they've got the result wrong, by the way. It said 3-1 there for a second. I saw that production. That's okay. But to make this about myself, does this mean that AL are as good as VP? Same result against Geekay? That's basically what that means, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, actually, it was only this close because GK had bad internet, so you could actually make the case that anyone's legend are better than VP.
Oh, true! True! Oh my god, my narrative peddling just been leveled up. Thank you very much. So tomorrow for the game, are they all like? Have they got their own rooms in Sheffield, or is Quartz just going to be playing next to these guys?
I presume they've got their own booths. I think it's the
probably,
same
right?
facility they use for the boot camp sometimes, so they have like different rooms.
Anyone session sweeps? That's all I need to see. VP a relegation tier, guys. Okay, that's what I've learned here. Same result as a relegation tier team. Make of that what you will.
The Sheffield Derby. They're calling it the Sheffield Derby. The Steel City Derby. Yeah, this is going to be a real grudge match here. But yeah, so TM up against GK tomorrow. Winner of that game qualifies for the Champions Clash. And Alcatia and VP fighting for their lives.
TM qualified. Let's keep it a bug. TM are qualified. But the VP arcade game should be interesting, I think. I don't know how much faith I've got in VP. I really don't. That map 5 decision is an absolute stinker. Like,
yeah, there's probably like if you go back through the draft, there's probably like windows there as well, right, for something earlier.
Well, it's like, yeah, even the Blizzard World, right, with the Alari ban, like Blizzard World at least had the bit of being like, maybe we just don't want to play Malga here. And to be fair, they did literally win Blizzard World, I think, right? So
yeah, they full held them as well, right? Remember? So
just because you won doesn't mean it was necessarily good, but they did literally full hold them.
Yeah, it's I guess what it feels like to me is it feels like the bans have been really unimpactful throughout this entire series from both teams. You just kind of thought, like, maybe GK have obviously banned Malga in a few situations, but just ended up in Sari and Mirror half the time. But it's VP who, like, GK are just Sari until we die type thing, right?
That
yeah,
is them
so
having impactful bans, right? They're getting to play the games that they want. So I don't know. I've always felt with VP that their bans are just I don't know. Their bans never feel great to me. But
Thank you,
I mean,
Chico,
you
for the 8
can see even
months.
on map 5, right? The only reason it's not a 3-0 is just like player quality and like them being able to clutch up, right?
Big moments,
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
It should be really, really hard for them to even like get a point or two. Like honestly, I think.